This is a Headgum podcast.
California Historical Landmark number 1063. This is the marker on the commemorative plaque outside the Black Cat Tavern in Los Angeles' Silverlake neighborhood, where, on February 11, 1967, activists held one of the first gay rights demonstrations in the nation, 2 years before New York City's historic Stonewall riots. The protest came in response to the actions of the LAPD, brutal and useless then as now, who raided the gay bar and arrested patrons for same-sex kissing, consequently forcing some of the convicted to register as sex offenders. Demonstrators then organized and assembled, holding signs reading, "No more abuse of our rights and dignity," "Abolish arbitrary arrests," and in some instances, simply, "Peace in Silverlake." For much of its history as a defined neighborhood, Silverlake was known as an enclave for gay artists and the Latino working class. But by the 2000s, as housing prices pushed gentrification from LA's west coast ever eastward, Silverlake rapidly transitioned into its current state as a hotbed for hipster doofuses. By 2012, when former fine dining chefs Thomas Aono and Jitake founded a ramen restaurant named for the neighborhood, the conversion was complete. But despite its surrounding area's reputation for self-parody, the noodle shop developed a reputation for authenticity. Aono was raised in Japan and studied under a master ramen chef before perfecting his recipe stateside. And as the label Silverlake has become shorthand for cool and trendy, the owners chose to keep the name as the concept grew citywide and eventually into a nationwide chain. With 30-plus locations in states coast to coast, the growth of ramen's popularity in the U.S. can at least partially be traced through this Silverlake Slurp Shop. Today, the Black Cat Tavern is still open, though it now shares a wall with a Shake Shack and is steps away from a Salt and Straw and a Sweet Green. Not to mention the headquarters of a fucking podcast studio, if you can believe that shit. And just down the street is the original location of that ramen chain, named for the neighborhood where, over 50 years ago, gay rights activists made their brave and historic stand. This week on Doughboys, Silverlake Ramen. Welcome to Doughboys, the podcast about chain restaurants. I'm Nick Weiger, along with my co-host, Nissan Altima Gaib, the Spoon Man, Mike Mitchell.
Oh my God.
Mitch, this roast, let me give a little context here. I'm reading from the submitter. I seem to remember Mitch saying he drove a Nissan Altima, which is the reason for the roast. But if I'm wrong, then I guess it doesn't make any sense.
Good to know you remember my car.
I think you probably said once on the podcast like 4 years ago.
Here's the thing about me, Wags. I've only owned 2 cars my entire life.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other car?
Nissan Altima.
Wow. Wait, 2 Nissan Altimas?
That's it.
You're an Altima man?
That's all I've ever... so I worked at an auto auction when I was a boy.
Yeah.
When I was, 16 or 17 or something in the summertime.
I got a Toyota for sale. We got a 1,000, 2,000. Give me here 2,000, 2,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000 right here. 4,000, 4,000 for the Toyota. 5,000 sold.
Wags, you would be that guy, the auctioneer.
Yeah.
I would be the guy who I would go get cars, but new cars.
Okay.
For the dealership.
Were you a repo man?
No.
Okay.
Oh, do you think I was a repo man?
I don't know.
16 or 17 years old. I go up in the hill. There'd be a chase car, and we go up and we get cars that were being brought down to the dealership.
Wow.
Cork dealership in Quincy. And so I dealt with Nissan Altimas, Maximas. There were a few VW Beetles in there. They were all like new cars. That's how I learned to drive stick, but I've forgotten how to drive it since.
My first car was a stick, and I don't know if I could still do it.
I bet
I could.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do it.
I bet I could.
And then I would bring those cars down.
Mm-hmm.
And then they would take them off to the dealership. Very interesting story. But I drove an Altima and Maxima, and I was like, these are nice. The Maxima was like the expensive version of the Altima. And then I went to Ithaca, and I had some money from work, and my parents were like, we hate driving you to Ithaca. This is my sophomore year.
Right.
And they're like, we're going to help you buy your first car.
And you've had that since. You've had this car since college.
No, that was my first car.
That was your first car, okay.
Yeah, I didn't have a car, but my sophomore year of college was the first time I had a car.
Got it.
My sister had she called it Red Rover, my grandma's car, which was a Ford Escort, and I drove that a lot.
I had a grandma car I bought for my grandma.
And I was in it when it died.
Yeah.
But I would go to Dairy Mart, which is, I'm not even going to explain what it is to you. It's like a 7-Eleven. And I went inside there and my friends had turned the car around. That's like how, like it was, they like picked it up and turned it around.
Oh, you've told me this before. Yeah, it's a fun little prank.
Yeah. It was a fun prank.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
But then I went Ultimate. I never went back. So I've had two, the day my dad told me he was going to die, we bought my second car.
Fun story.
I thought so.
Wait, so the car you have now?
What's that?
That's the car you have now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It was the day after What's Going On.
Yeah.
And he was
your pilot, which you shot.
The pilot that we shot. Yeah. And he was like, I'm sick. And then I needed a new car. He's like, let's go car shopping. And we went car shopping.
It's probably nice for him.
Yeah, it was. It was very nice. It was a nice gift. But now it's time for a new one.
Yeah.
And I want you listeners to decide, what car am I going to drive? Is it going to be a limo?
Smart car.
A smart car, a van, one of those old-fashioned ones, like a steam car.
Maybe a Humvee?
A Humvee?
Why
Maybe
was
a Ferrari
limo first?
It's going to be a limo.
Do you drive the limo or do you get driven in the limo?
I will get driven around in a limo if that's what you guys want. You decide, the listeners.
All right, the listeners have weighed in. They want you to get a Nissan Altima.
I think I might go electric.
Oh,
Boogie, woogie,
okay.
woogie.
I've gone electric.
You know it.
Yeah. No, I've gone electric myself.
These younger kids don't get it. We were doing the electric slide left
sure
and right.
were, yeah.
Sounded like fun.
Yeah.
Continuing this email, I guess
the Macarena didn't even exist yet, kids.
This was
we were
before
electric
the
sliding.
Macarena.
It was before. We were born before the Macarena.
We should do a dance
our listeners
episode.
who were born in 1999 are Googling Macarena. What the fuck is that? What? Did you mean Maraca? I think Mitch meant Morocco. Finishing this email, I guess you could
Mitch
also
doesn't
use...
know Morocco. That's what it turns into.
It's ignorant that Mitch does not understand the political situation in Morocco. You get in trouble.
That's why you listen to the show. You want to hear me talk about Morocco? You're here to hear me tell you about how my dad told me he was going to die and then I get a car. That's what happened. 2 Ultimas in a row, 2 cars. That's all I've ever had. Pretty efficient for the planet,
That
I'd
is,
say.
Mitch. Good for you.
First car in college.
Yeah.
Pretty late for a car, I guess, but I'm sure people have it before.
Whatever.
Yeah.
All right, finishing this email. I guess you could also use Baron Vladimir Harkonnen's before picture, the Spoonman Mike Mitchell, that's pretty mean, or Shy Hog Lude, the Spoonman Mike Mitchell. And if you're looking for a Weiger roast, he could be Spilgar. I like that. Stilgar, but Spilgar, because they tend to spill. Sorry this email is so sweaty. Jeremy in Nashville, roastedbirdfuck.com.
I have a little hot pepper flake in my mouth. I had to get it out. Sorry, I just had to let everyone know that.
Was it from our meal?
It was from our meal.
Wow.
Yeah. Speaking of spills, you did spill.
I did spill,
and
so
so
did
did
you.
I. But also my spill was cool.
You spilled into another container.
Yes, and you
Here,
spilled
our
like
guest
onto
is nodding
yourself.
that it was a cool spill.
Yeah. Like I said, it made it tastier. Honestly.
Yeah.
Wags, it's been a tough week with food. We have to do a healthy month.
We're gonna figure it out. We'll give ourselves a little bit of a breather.
It's just this week. I want to give a rundown of I'm trying to slim down. So I just want to give us a rundown of what I've had. Korean fried chicken on Saturday. Korean fried chicken on Sunday. Korean fried chicken on Monday. Fried chicken on Wednesday.
Yes.
New Orleans style with mashed potatoes and mac and cheese and everything. And then ramen today.
Yeah.
And a Mexican dinner with you on Monday night.
And none of this is for the podcast.
All of it was for the podcast,
Yes.
except for the Mexican
That's right.
Mexican dinner, which was great, a great time. But it's too much.
It's too much. It's excessive. It's because we're banking records because we're doing multiple records in a row, and so we've got a bunch of heavy meals today, this week, including today, which we'll get into. But yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll do some sort of break for our digestive tracts.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out. You got a drop to play.
Emma, hit him with a drop. What is a maple leaf? Like a maple tree?
Yeah, it's like a maple tree's leaf. Yeah. You know maple syrup? That comes from trees, and those trees have leaves.
You know what a tree is, right?
What is a tree?
Make like a tree and get out of here. I believe that was Scott Joplin's Maple Leaf Rag. Is that the source for that little piano ditty?
I don't
Which is very
fucking
fitting
know.
for a maple leaf centered roast. If that's
Wow,
what that was.
Is
You
that
and that
royalty free? Because
fucking-
that's what they claim.
It might have been royalty free. Because I think that the composition is in the public domain, so if it's a royalty free recording, you're probably fine.
Do you think any human here knows that? Did you know that?
No.
Our guest has no idea.
I'm a human.
Our guest has no idea what the hell that means.
I don't know. Maybe some listener out there knows from ragtime.
Does the Doe staff know?
I did not know.
Does
that.
anyone know who
No.
Scott Joplin is?
I know.
I know Scott
You've heard of Scott Joplin, but more famous for The Entertainer is.
I know his sister.
Yeah, it did seem
Janice?
same go. yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, whoa.
A big age gap
Oh,
there.
yeah, rock and roll.
Yeah, that was rock and roll, you know.
That's rock and
Sometimes
roll.
siblings have an impossible age gap.
What's up, Doe fam? Thanks for all the years of dumb podcasts. You know what's funny? I was gonna try to sing a Bobby McGee. That's where I should have gone. I was trying to think of a Janis Joplin song, and I couldn't even think of Bobby McGee.
Oh.
We're old fucks.
Yeah.
What's up, Doe fam? Thanks for all the years of dumb podcasts. Truly a blessing in these dark times. What? I guess
He's being nice. The submitter is being nice.
I just was like, is this from COVID? But it is just now.
It just means now, yeah.
Ongoing.
I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy my first attempt at a drop featuring a little bit of Scott Joplin.
Oh,
Much
Wow.
love, Chris B. P.S. Check out my band, the Dusk Whales. The Dusk Whales.
The
Check
Dusk
them out.
Whales.
Good job.
Well done.
I
Drops
hope the
at
band's better than that
birdfuck.com.
drop.
Shots fired at a lovely drop. It was a well-crafted drop.
Well, the drops are supposed to be like stupid sounding.
Yeah, I do hope the band is better than the
Yeah.
drop. Because if you want to see a band and they played that, you'd be like, what the fuck?
Sure.
What is this shit? This
And
sucks.
they played, what is it called? Maple Leaf.
Maple Leaf Rag?
Well, yeah, I don't want to see a
Well,
band
that song's
play.
a banger, but
If it was 1930s, and
yeah.
like,
not much of a job pad
yeah,
up there.
yeah.
Yikes.
What can you do? What I mean, like back then there wasn't much choice. You know, you go to a bar and you'd hear that song, and
sure.
you drink whiskey and what
I guess
sniffing
so.
salts. What do they
Yeah.
do? I don't
Listen
know.
to an entire baseball game on the radio. There was not a lot to do.
That
you
sounds
know?
pretty good,
Yeah.
honestly.
That actually does sound good.
Wags, we're banking.
We're banking. This one is this episode, as a lot of the episodes we've recorded, is fully ensconced in the Frank
You
Bank.
should put Obey posters up. Okay, we're like Banksy.
Is that Banksy? I think that's a different
No,
artist.
That's Shepard Fairey.
Crud. Shepherd Ferry.
Mitch, you got to know your street artist.
What did Banksy do?
Other shit?
Oh,
I don't know. Does he have like a famous signature artwork?
Like the
Bunch of
the
installations.
girl with the flower and
Yeah.
the cop's gun and like anything that looks like
Yeah.
that.
He did
do we don't know
Dismaland.
who, we don't know who he is, right?
No, there's been
Is he
some
isn't
theories.
Shepherd Ferry the guy who's like connected with him?
I think Shepard Fairey has worked with him, but Shepard Fairey, we know who he is. He lives in L.A. I've actually been to his house.
Wow.
You've been
What
to
the
Shepard
hell?
Fairey's house?
Yeah, for a podcast many, many years ago called Los Feliz, the podcast that doesn't exist anymore, with Morgan Murphy and Robin Shore. We went and recorded an epised with Shepard Fairey.
Wow.
Was he
That's
cool?
how I learned he lives right in L.A.
Did you see the Obey poster there?
He did have some of the Obey stuff up on the
Wow.
wall.
How about that?
Yeah.
There you go.
He was a cool guy. He was
That's
nice.
cool.
He's been
He was
arrested
cool?
like hundreds of times
Wow.
for his art, which is also kind
Nice.
of cool.
Did you
Could
ask
relate
him?
over
What was that?
I could relate with him about that.
The slammer with him. What'd you do to get in here?
But
of
did you
those
ask him what? Did you ask him what? Did you
No,
say?
I was gonna say like to help bail Mitch out. Maybe he's Banksy.
He might be Banksy.
He might be Banksy.
Isn't that the
Could be
rumor that he
right.
is Banksy?
He could be Banksy.
It's possible.
Let's just
he
say
could
he was
be right.
Banksy.
What did?
I don't mean to
what
say
was,
you're wrong.
What did he do after Obey? What was the big one? Well,
he did the Obama.
He did he do
Yeah.
Hope?
Yeah.
He
Yes,
did do Hope.
He did Hope.
Oh, see, I got so confused because Mike Mitchell, the artist who's great,
Yes.
and his name is Mike Mitchell, not me. Also, I'm Mike Mitchell, an artist. I'm pretty great. Did the Conan one, which was like a
Right,
takeoff
yes,
of Hope.
Yeah. Well, and you have that poster in your home. That's that, but it says Nope.
That's your aesthetic.
What was the thing? We used to have Hope. What was it? You say it.
We used to have 20 years ago. We had Bob Hope, Steve Jobs and Johnny Cash. These days, we have no hope, no jobs, and no cash.
Hell yeah.
I hope Kevin Bacon doesn't die.
That's the last. I always forget the last
it's
part
a
of it.
Classic joke. Our guest today, a writer, actor, and comedian from Sex Lives of College Girls and the upcoming Golden Axe. Her new comedy dynamic special is Funt. Sierra Katow. Hi, Sierra.
Hey, good to be here.
Thanks so much for coming back.
Very funny special name. That's
Yeah.
great.
Oh, fun. Yeah.
Is it
yeah.
portmanteau? You last time we had you on the podcast was over Zoom. It was deep pandemic. This was like 2020. Like that was
dark
like pandemic. The dark times,
Yeah.
Which, as you mentioned, have been ongoing.
Sure. It's just continuous now. But yeah, at the time we thought maybe it might be temporary.
Yeah.
You know what? I have a take though. Hollywood is back. What do you think?
Hey, yeah. I
Sure,
like that.
I like it.
yeah.
I think
I like the
Hollywood's coming
optimism.
back.
Hollywood's
I
back.
think people are.
Bob Hope.
Bob Hope is back.
Hope is not back exactly.
Okay.
But I think that the people are sick of this cynical stuff. They want entertainment. They want media again in a good way.
Yeah, I think so. I think certainly in terms of what people have been responding to,
Yeah.
and what I feel like people are going to movies and enjoying movies. I don't know. I like
Right,
going to the
right.
movies.
Yeah.
We're always
Yeah.
going to the movies.
They got, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
There
That's
you
right.
go.
There
I saw it
and-
last night.
new
I like it
Apes.
more than Dune 2. Casey wanted you to hear that. Wise specifically wanted me to say that.
Yes, yeah.
Anyways, go on. I'm sorry I interrupted. Hollywood is back.
Maybe Hollywood is back.
Spacey's back, Wags. In
Spacey is back.
In a new special that
Yeah.
you were excited about.
I'm gonna watch that special. I'm gonna. What was it called? Like Catching Spacey or something
Catching
like that?
Spacey.
Something like that.
I said to you, learn from his mistakes for you.
right. Yeah. Don't make those moves.
So here's my question. Going back to the pandemic, like, did that? Because it certainly did for me. Did that like change your eating habits, or did you like get back to like some sort of sense of normalcy, like once the world reopened?
Yeah, I think it did because we got more into cooking. My fiance cooks a lot more now and has gotten like to an extreme level and then I eat it all, and I think that's great because we save some money.
Right.
Do
Sounds
a lot
like
of
this
the
pandemic
grocery
whipped
thing.
him into shape. Get in the kitchen and
come on, get me
come
another
on,
pandemic.
make
Let's
some
go.
food. Come on.
Well, yeah. So I think it definitely made us more like upping the level, and I'll do
Right.
I'll make some good things here and there. I learned how to make some juk. No,
Okay.
that's it's like a porridge. I
Yeah.
do it in the rice cooker.
That's cool.
And there's some things. Yeah, more vegetables maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it kind of made us more domestic.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You know how I changed my eating habits? I ate without pants.
Nice.
The pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
I was in my underwear.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I got it. I pieced it together.
No,
Yeah.
I know. Honestly, I feel like my eating habits didn't change that much. Did yours? I mean, like, for a couple of weeks, I had like, there was like, I ate frozen dinner. Remember, there was like the month where it was like, hey, you got to get everything and like,
Well, we were
stock
cooking
up on food or whatever, like that
Right.
period of time.
Pastas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's easier when you have like someone you live with, because we were also cooking more, but it's not like the burden of like cooking for one is sometimes it's a pain in the ass and it's hard to get the right proportions. Do you feel like you're making too much or it's not worth the trouble of making it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or am I gonna just like have like enough where I'm eating leftovers for like a week? But so I think that actually did improve from our side. But the depressing thing, and that I'm still feeling the effects of, is I was just like drinking so much. I was just so depressed. I was just self-medicating with alcohol.
Sure, yeah.
And that was like the negative change to my body and my mental state.
I think it was a confusing thing of like, it's hard to go to grocery stores, which it was. It was awful. And then also the like people, like it was like, it's bad if you get delivery. Like you put in person in like harm's way, but then people are also trying to make money. And also people are at grocery stores. You're like, it was just confusing of what was
No one knew what to do.
right and wrong.
Right.
It's a funny thing of like, after the Great Depression, did podcasts talk about that for the next 5 years or whatever after it ended?
Right.
I mean, I know that there were
Probably like
not
a-
as many podcasts
Show me a
back
podcast
then.
in the 1930s.
That was Jack Benny talking about this on his podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, OG, the OG podcast, the Fireside Chats, I guess, probably, featuring FDR. Ever heard of him?
We have nothing to
Yeah.
fear but fear itself. Now a quick word from me undies.
They made it through at least.
They made it through. Yeah, they survived.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember Lyndon Johnson's read for MeUndies?
Yeah, well, he talked about his
Jumbo.
famous hog, Jumbo. and that he wanted the stitching, set up by his bunghole. He's like very specific about his custom MeUndies.
I mean, listen, if you're president,
yeah,
you can get MeUndies will do it for
that
you.
That promo code LBJ still works, by the way. You still get 20% off.
Yeah, it's been adjusted for inflation.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Okay, so
inflation going on in his pants with that jumbo. The thing was supposedly gigantic.
He's part of our tableau now. I gifted you that episode.
That's why I was thinking of.
That's why he's on the brain. LBJ's on the brain.
And,
I gifted you the Time magazine with Lyndon Johnson.
Doughboys from our Tournament of Champions.
That's right. The commissioner of Doughboys.
The commissioner's lovely wife.
That's right.
Made.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and nice little art piece.
We got a nice tableau though. JJ's out today. We got JJ.
Our pop figurine of J.J. Abrams.
He's looking out. If you took him out of the box, you would immediately recognize who it was, right?
They just put glasses on the Johnny Galecki pop figurine. Okay, we're talking. I want to talk about soup a little bit.
Get a young Sheldon pop in here. I wonder if they're gonna make a.
I'm sure they make a young Sheldon. 100%. I want to talk about soup a little bit because we're gonna deep dive on soup here, but like stepping back from ramen and just talking like hot liquids in general, that you eat, not that you drink. What are your soup preferences?
Okay,
it's a weird way to phrase it all, but
it's pretty normal.
But yeah, I'm just thinking. I mean, I think in doing sometimes the soup has stuff you eat inside of it. But,
yes,
but yeah, okay, eat more of the drinking. I do a miso soup sometimes. Do that in the morning. I'll do a lot of, I like a good Panera cheese and broccoli.
I do like a Panera cheese and broccoli. That's a solid soup.
I once got there a little early, and they were bringing out the blocks. You know about this? So they have the blocks of, I think, frozen, probably cheese and broccoli soup that they ship in or whatever. So you get it's consistent across the chains. And so I saw them kind of carrying that block in the back once, and that kind of, I mean, it didn't take me off of it. Ultimately, like I still drink it all the time, and I like a good bread bowl. But that was a shocking reveal.
I like that. I like a thing that you see that's like would maybe cause some people to be like, I'm not going to do this anymore. But you're like, meh, I'm still in.
Right. If anything, I think it does tell you, hey, I'm getting some pretty good, consistent texture across the board, right?
Yeah.
Because they're pre-packaging that. I don't need a different chef to come in and add his own style to it.
Yes,
I want from the warehouse.
My thought on that, I agree with you 100%, and I think that's a great soup. That is a soup that to me though is like it's like a calorie bomb too,
and it's really heavy, but it's really fun. Yeah, I mean that's like a dangerous lunch soup.
Oh yeah, I mean I will say I haven't had it in a while. It was definitely more of like a teenage metabolism thing probably at the time.
Yeah.
And I'm also lactose intolerant now, so probably should stay away unless I'm really tossing back those Lactaid pills, which I do.
Do you? Yeah. How often do you indulge in dairy?
Yeah, I mean, I try to stay away from it, but I would say sometimes still once a day if I'm like faced with it. We're all getting pizza. Okay, I can take a couple pills.
Yeah.
And it'll be fine. But sure, if I'm stacking that, it's probably not good.
I don't try. Me and my droogs used to go to the milk bar quite a bit, Wags, but not as much anymore.
Right.
Yeah, me and my droogies.
Well, I mean, you got in trouble with that whole home invasion thing.
Yeah. And then I
should not have done that.
And then I got, I was recalibrated basically.
Yeah. We went to that institution. We saw your hog. People forget about that. Everyone saw your hog.
But I miss hanging with my droogs.
You miss hanging out with your droogs, yeah.
I rarely drink milk. I mean, I can't even think of a time unless it's like truly when I'm drinking milk, it's like I'm eating spice.
Exactly. That's the only context. Because milk is like the fentanyl of dairy. It's like pure dairy. It's so potent, But so even as someone who eats dairy and I'm very fortunate to not have a lactose intolerance. For me, it's like yogurt and cheese. Those would be my go-tos, Actually, I had yogurt this morning. You know what? It was great.
Isn't it funny that I know yogurt is a dairy? Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah.
Thanks. Emma, Casey.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
No, I think I already congratulated you on the yogurt chat where you do the same thing where you post your yogurt to get congrats on your yogurt. I forget that yogurt is, I mean, I know it's dairy based, but I don't think of it as dairy based because it's so good for your gut.
Exactly
Yeah.
right, because of the active bacteria.
I think even if you are lactose intolerant, yogurt's an okay one for the most part. I will say I have a history with milk where, obviously I wasn't lactose intolerant until a few years ago, but I was one of those kids where my mom was really pushing the milk because it was about milk and you got to grow. And so I was like, if I had a cup of water in my hand, it was like, what are you drinking? That should be milk.
Yeah.
So it was like, I don't think I drank anything but milk for a long time.
I certainly talked about that on the podcast before. That for me was just like my dinner beverage, and I just thought that's what you were supposed to have with dinner is you had a full glass of milk. And so I get to college and I'm like having whatever like a chicken sandwich and a full glass of full milk, and my roommate's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Right. And I didn't even realize that it was an option to not drink milk with dinner. I just thought it was a thing to do. Yeah.
Well, my mom would have loved you as a son. Yeah. Wow.
Man, your college years finding out you're not supposed to drink milk. That's like whatever.
Really so sheltered I was.
Put it in the orientation.
Yeah. Mitch, where do you like? What are your favorite soups? I know we've talked about this before, but
well, we did the soup ranking. I got a lot of shit for that.
Yeah, so Mitch had a soup taxonomy that I think a lot of us were kind of like, hey, that's just a little bit restrictive. But do you remember your 4 categories of soup?
I stand by it.
Okay.
I think it was like
because I remember what they were:
ramen, pho, chowder, right?
Yes,
and then soup.
Yes.
Whoa.
Which I know that ramen and pho are soup, and there's a lot of different things. But I was just saying, in a way, I think that still makes sense.
I mean,
I'm not going to stand by it that bad, but in a way, it makes sense. To me, soups covers like boring, basic, Americanized soups.
Sure.
Pho and ramen are their 2 own things, and there's a lot of things that fall under that category. Chowder, of course, there's a million different chowders.
But couldn't you also put chowder into soup? And also, wouldn't you like? I feel like there are other soups other international soups that are not being acknowledged under the soup umbrella.
We'll bring them into the conversation.
Like a Thai soup?
Oh,
sure.
So that's another category?
What else? It was a borscht. Is that a
borscht? Is that under soup?
Is that a soup?
You can bring it into the conversation. I was just saying. I was ranking. I was ranking pho, ramen, chowder, and I think those are a basic American soup. That covers tomato. That covers cheddar and broccoli. It can be a lot of different things.
Right.
Oh.
I think that the ranking is
Italian wedding soup. Is that under soup?
That's under soup.
Okay.
Chowders.
What about like an
corn
albondigas?
Chowder, clam chowder? That's under chowders. Chowders are under chowders.
What about like an albondigas? Is that under?
What the fuck? I don't know what it is.
It's like a Mexican meatball soup.
Yeah, you're trying to trick me, so I don't know.
No, this is the thing. This is if you're going to try to say like, hey, these 4 categories.
That's by the way, that is under soup. Yes.
That is under soup. Okay, got it.
So what defines chowder that doesn't make broccoli cheddar? Because I think chowder is like thick.
Chowder, I think, has to be, for me, it's like a milk, right? Isn't it milk-based?
Dairy-based.
Some
of them are dairy-based, but like a Manhattan clam chowder is not. It's tomato-based.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that under chowder or soup?
If it's got chowder in the name, it's fucking under chowder.
But like a broccoli cheddar soup is also like a dairy-based, like a clam chowder is. So is it broccoli cheddar chowder?
It's in soup. No.
Chowder.
That's in soup.
I think you just should stop defending this because
I think it was okay.
Soup is soup. The main issue is soup is recursive here. Like
How about you just fucking rank it?
Why don't
you just rank it the way I ask you to? Why can't you rank it?
How would I rank it?
Yeah.
I would probably put chowder last, honestly.
Okay.
I think I would probably I might go pho, soup, ramen, chowder.
You can fucking do it, you little fucking ranking bitch. You did it.
Damn it.
Nice fucking rank.
Nah, you're right. I can do it.
You can do it.
I can do it. You're right.
And all you nerds online, you can fucking do it too. It's easy.
Do you have
Actually, shut up and just rank them. Rank them. I want to hear your rank.
What
At me with your rank. And tell me what car I should drive next. A plug-in hybrid? I actually don't know.
You do have like a room for a charging station in your little carport?
Yeah, I have like a thing set up where I have a wheel and Wally and Irma can like run on it and
Got
it would
it.
charge the car. Yeah.
Oh.
I think if you have a place to charge it at home, then I think you can go full electric. The issue that we run into, because we rent and our parking structure doesn't have a charger, so we have to go find a public, like one at a park or something like this. And here's the thing: they're always broken or they're always occupied, so it's a little bit of a pain in the ass.
Let me guess, you always find a charger in elementary school.
Well, it's the one that's working.
Yeah.
Hey, kids,
And now I
plug
gotta
in for a
stay
second.
here for a few hours while this is charging.
Oh, funny, they're all out on recess.
Oh, weird. I got all this candy in my truck.
It's a good trade. The electricity for candy.
Yeah.
What were you going to say about the soups? I cut you off.
I was going to ask you, what are your, outside of the classification, what are your favorite just soups overall? If you're like an individual soup, I like this one. This is what I want to see on a menu.
I think I've told you before, but a funny thing to me that changed so much.
Yeah.
Is that it's funny, when I was younger, chicken noodle soup I liked, of course, but I also associated it with being sick, so I didn't like as much. And I didn't like tomato soup. And now I am a big time tomato fan. I like tomato soup. When I was younger, I don't know, as far as soup goes, I liked clam chowder.
Yeah.
But I was in New England. An Italian wedding soup I think I liked. I think I liked a meatball-y with little noodles in it. I think I liked that. Had never tried ramen, had never tried pho until, I think I had ramen noodles. The ramen, ramen cup noodles.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, instant noodle thing. Yeah.
Instant ramen.
Hell yeah.
Which every college kid's I had to live off ramen. I was like, you're at college, shut up. I know there's a lot of people who work but
You're talking
this
about a
rich
specific
kid,
sort of,
yeah.
a rich kid who's LARPing is poor.
Yeah, which is a lot of
Nick
college
over here was
students.
chugging milk. Sandwich, so suck it up.
A lot of you just lying to yourselves. You were fine.
Yeah.
And you weren't poor. You just like to say that you had to eat ramen every night.
Right.
Your families were very wealthy. Just to let you know, you're crazy people. I'm just letting them know. I'm just letting them know that they're lying to themselves.
Yeah.
But I did eat. So I wasn't that wealthy, so I had to eat ramen noodles. No, I ate those every so often and instant mac and cheese. But I never had. When I got here and I tried ramen for the first time, it's mind blowing. It's a completely different thing. And same with pho. I never even had pho before.
Sure.
And I know they're very different soups.
Yeah.
But I had never tried either of those soups until I was in LA, and it was I didn't even know I don't like soup that much, and then these are oh, I want to go and get these for lunch. I never had a craving to get a soup for lunch. There was a soup and a sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nellie does soup for lunch all the time.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
It just doesn't satisfy me. I don't know how you feel about it, but it doesn't scratch the itch as much. Or if it's that thing of you were saying the broccoli and cheddar, and it's it has to be a bomb, or you know what I mean? It has to be a gut bomb.
Sure, I do think it's the pho, maybe because it's also you're kind of getting to customize it, and you get to add your little basil and do some sriracha or whatever.
Yes.
I think that makes it into more of a meal, or
Yeah.
it feels like you're getting something out of it that feels really specific to you. And then, but yeah, if it's just chicken noodle, it'd be nice to get a little sandwich on the side or some toast.
Yeah.
Tomato soup, for instance, it's the grilled cheese with the tomato soup. That
100%.
seems that's a full meal, but I don't know if just one is the right thing.
That I will say, anytime I'm in a situation where I can get soup, salad, half sandwich, and it's pick two, I'm in heaven. That's a great lunch. If I get, and that's a Panera thing you can get off.
By the way,
You bet.
No.
When we went to that Mexican restaurant the other night, you had the option for soup or salad.
Yeah.
What did you choose?
I opted for salad, but it was because we had a heavy day of eating.
Well.
I love soup.
Mr. Soup Man went for salad.
When did I say I was Mr. Soup Man?
Guess who got a fucking soup? Me, the Spoon Man. I got a soup. It was great.
You're attacking me for something I didn't even claim. I didn't say it was Mr. Soup Man.
I'm mad at you today.
Did I claim I was the Soup Man? I know you're mad at me.
You
for
decide,
no reason.
the Celtics thing you said the other day pisses me off.
What did I say that
You're
pissed you
rooting
off?
for the Nuggets, you fucking piece of shit.
Of course I'm rooting for the
You're
Nuggets.
over my house.
But
we
it's
hang
also
out watching the Celtics game.
Wait, hold on.
Whoa.
Hold on. I was watching Celtics Cavaliers. This is really going to date this because the NBA Finals will be over. And you know what? The betting
Who knows
favorite
when
right
this is
now
released?
is still the
July.
We know when this will be released. We absolutely know when this has been
Congratulations to the
released.
final winners. I hope I'm happy.
The bettor's favorite is still the Boston Celtics at this point. Very, very well may be your team. I'm not rooting against you. I think that probably as of now, and hey, I'll maybe be proven wrong, maybe be eating my words by the time this is out. I think as of now, it looks like the Western Conference is stronger than the Eastern Conference, and probably the Western winner will end up winning the finals. But who knows? Are you confident in your boys in green?
I mean, they haven't looked great through the first two rounds.
Yeah, that's the thing, and they haven't been challenged
But they still
at all.
won 4-1 in each round.
They won 4-1 against two teams that had a lot of injuries. They obviously have Porzingis injured too. So, it's just like they haven't faced the kind of competition that is in the West.
Porzingis is injured, though, like you said.
Yeah. They're a loaded squad. They might win the title. We'll see.
We'll see.
Why are you fucking mad at me? I didn't do anything to you. I came over to your house. We had a lovely time. We're watching. I didn't root for the Cavaliers. I was talking about.
I'm not really mad, but you call yourself Mr. Soup.
I don't call myself
Mr.
Mr. Soup. I've never once claimed to be Mr. Soup.
I heard it. I heard you say Mr. Soup, and I had the soup that you said earlier, the meatball soup. What is it called?
Albondigas?
Yeah, I think it was kind of like that. Yeah.
It was a good soup.
It was a good soup.
And my salad was pretty bad, so I should have gotten the soup.
Why are you mad at me?
I don't know. You attacked me. You know what I am, Mr. Soup.
You said it.
They call me
Roll the
Mr.
tape.
Soup.
That's what he went to prison for. Banksy.
I finally nabbed Mr. Soup behind bars.
I thought of a nursery rhyme thing today that I forget what it was. That I was going to say to you.
What an insane thing to say. I thought of a nursery rhyme thing today and I forgot what it was.
Oh, boy.
You know how like we've talked about like stuff you say in the bus, like us kids are the best or whatever, from east to west, and like you never know any of those. And I thought of another one. I can't remember what it was. I was trying to think of what it was. That's why I was getting mad. I was getting mad at my own brain. It wasn't, and all I can think of is milk, lemonade, round the corner, fudge is made. That's not it.
That's not it.
That's not the one I'm trying to think of.
That's nasty. We don't say shit like that.
Yeah, we don't say shit like that. That's fucking disgusting.
Fucking awful.
People are eating.
I know.
Unless it's literally. There's 2 milk stores and then a lemonade bar, and then around the corner there is a fudge factory.
Right.
That's the only time
That's
I
the
want
only
it.
context.
That's the only context in which I want.
But there's only one town in America that has that.
There is, yeah.
They don't talk about it.
It used to be all over this country, but now it's just one town. Sad.
Oh, Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember in this country when there were milk stores next door to each other? What
Next
happened?
door to a lemonade store.
Happened?
My droogs and I were having a blast.
There's so much demand for fudge that fudge factories were in every town in America.
It does make me. Quincy had a candy factory at one point.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just shut down. I got caught in the chocolate pipe.
Come on, see that's can't have anything nice.
Did you have any? What is your hometown?
Oh, outside of Los Angeles, La Cañada.
Wow!
But I did go to a fudge
Based
store.
on is that what the sweets are? Isn't there La Cañada sweets?
Maybe.
You mean La Quinta Inn?
Oops.
I thought you were talking about a candy store. I genuinely thought you were talking about a candy store.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. That and the candy, and then getting stuck in the thing, and so yeah, that's what I thought.
So you were from La
Cañada.
La Cañada.
Yeah.
La Quinta Inn. That's what it is.
Yeah. I see what your brain did.
But I also I've passed by a few La Quintas on my way to La Cañada. So maybe,
Not that crazy
maybe.
of a thing. I don't know La Quinta Inn.
Sure.
that well.
There's the law.
Right.
Yeah.
But there is a connection. There is the law. You got to give them that. There's a law.
There's a law.
They
There's
both
a
have
law in
law
there, and there is a queue, right?
Well, in one of them. In one of them, there's a queue.
Don't ask me which one. I have no idea.
There is a connection, though. We talked about this before when you were on the podcast that you went to college in Boston, so you lived there for a time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Chowdertown.
Yeah, Chowdertown. Wait, where did you go to school again? I apologize.
Harvard.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, Cambridge. But I got introduced to a lot of good New England stuff. The chowders, the Boston legal seafoods.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
okay.
of course.
I've still never been.
Yeah. Oh well, there you go.
Were you in the Lampoon?
I was. Yeah.
Wow.
Comedy.
I was waitlisted.
That's what they do. That's the catchphrase they tell us to tell everybody.
I was waitlisted at Harvard.
Were you really?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
WEIGHT. It was like an experiment they were doing.
Okay. Yeah, good.
I did not apply to Harvard.
Yeah.
I should have, though.
Probably would have gotten in.
Probably would have gotten in.
Mitch could have graduated from Harvard.
Yeah, I mean,
in reality, I probably could have graduated from Harvard.
Of course you could have. Yeah.
You saw people who were dumb who were there, I'm sure. Yeah.
This one. I looked in the mirror. Yeah. But yeah, it's got a lot of characters.
Yeah. How did you like the old Lampoon? I mean, there's some cool old buildings.
Yeah, it's a pretty wacky looking building from the outside. You know, it's got like a face and stuff, and it's in the middle of the street, so that's cool.
Yeah. I don't know if you've ever. Did you drive by it when we were there?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
It's kind of like in like a little.
Yeah, I know the famous structure.
Like okay, yeah.
You've seen the structure?
I've seen like a photo of the structure, yeah.
All right. I believe you.
Why would I lie about that?
I don't know if you, I don't think you
I haven't seen it in person.
It's just funny thinking of you like looking at the structure online. That's all. It's an interesting.
And maybe not even wasn't even looking for it. It was just like in an article about it or something. I don't know. I don't remember.
Right.
Or maybe you saw wasn't there a Lampoon movie? There's a lot of Lampoon movies.
They did a I don't know what the title is, but yeah, there's something on
David
Netflix.
Wayne did, right? Or no?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Futile and Stupid Gestures.
Yes,
That's
what I was saying. Yeah.
Past Doughboys guest David Wayne.
That's right.
Oh, I see. Got it.
And Armin plays past Doughboys guest Armin. Our buddy Armin plays Lorne Michaels in that movie.
Future Doughboys guest.
Lorne Michaels?
He'll be on. Well, we're getting Lorne.
You think we're gonna get Lorne?
I'd love to get Lorne in here. Talk Buca de Beppo.
It is.
What he talks about.
SNL has its 50-year anniversary coming up, and Lorne probably will have to promote it. So I feel like
he'll probably have to come on the Doughboys to get the word out of the SNL 50th anniversary. I give this one 4 forks. All right, Lorne.
I've never heard a Lorne Michaels impression that good before. How was? I feel like this is an annoying questions, but when you were at the Lampoon, like a lot of times, often people would stay there overnight and sleep over there and stuff like that, and work there. I know that there's no bedrooms or anything there, right?
I can't say.
Oh yeah, it's inside.
It's secret.
It is secret stuff.
Wow.
But did you have a lot of? When you were around Harvard? Would you grab food and bring it to the Lampoon, or was there a spread there?
Right.
Can you say that?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, you could. I guess, I don't know what I can or I don't know. I feel like I'm making it up as I go along. But I think, you could bring food in. You could go to the dining hall, get a little glass of milk or,
I feel like I stumbled onto, I shouldn't have said this. There's Lampooners who watch this. I'm afraid now.
Oh, no. I mean, I don't know what I don't want to ruin it for the children. You know?
I'm pivoting. I'm going to say this. What were some of your local Boston's?
Don't get Sierra eyes
wide shut.
I know. That's what I don't want to do it.
There's going to be some Fidelio mask guy chasing
keep
around.
Keep a little mystery. There's food. Yeah, sometimes there's food.
Did BJ Novak comes with he was a
the big hawk mask.
Oh God. Yeah, I don't know about that.
And we're like, oh my God. And he's like, he's just wearing that coincidentally.
We should have a Doughboys omerta. There should be some secrets that like only we know.
Yeah, everybody can do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll start.
I think bring back, secret society stuff. Conspiracy theorists love it.
Yeah, Emma, can we start like a Doughboys omerta Google Doc? And we can all just be shared on it.
Okay.
Maybe an Apple Note would be better in the iOS app.
I feel like it's not very secretive if it's on like a hackable server.
Yeah.
I feel like
don't
we need
upload
like
it to the iCloud.
But we won't share it and we won't get hacked.
Okay.
All right, fine. Here's can you get us like a piece of granite and a chisel?
Sure.
All right, great.
I will put our secrets in there, and then no one will know them except for
Amelia
us.
just walking around with a backpack with a fucking granite piece in the bag. What were your go-to spots? You go to Anna's Taqueria.
Yeah. I mean, and I was just back and everything changes. You know what I mean?
Sure,
I think some of the good ones. But you know what's good out there? Cilantro. There's this Chinese place that opened up kind of towards the end of when I was living out there, and it's in it's kind of like on the way to it's still in Harvard Square, but it's maybe near Central Square a little bit. Cilantro.
It's called cilantro.
It's called cilantro, but it's a Chinese restaurant. There's also,
That's
There's
a bold
some
stroke
places.
because a lot of people have an aversion to cilantro. So making that like the name of your restaurant is like pretty.
Yeah, it's a little strange. A lot of cuisines, claim cilantro as their own. So I don't know if Chinese cuisine really is known for cilantro that much, but it works. Once you're in.
I gotta try it. I've never had cilantro. I must try it.
I think it might just be the one. I'm not sure if there's more. I mean, and then we had, let's see, Felipe's, of course. That was like very popular, and they expanded. They were like small, and then they became like the big, like 2-story restaurant with a bar on the roof.
Yeah. That's cool.
So that was really good.
And I feel like Dunkin' is just like unavoidable out there.
Yeah, you got your like 3 or 4 Dunkins you go to all the time. I used to get a good coffee culotta, which you can't really have anymore.
No,
but
culottes are. I used to get a strawberry culotta back in the day. And now you know what I like a lot from Dunks is there's a green like a strawberry dragon fruit refresher.
Oh, nice.
That's what I like.
That's a hoot.
I'm trying not to drink any sweet drinks. This is Spindrift is like where I cut it off right now.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, you're dealing with like 3
sugar.
calories there. You're sitting pretty.
Yeah, it just sucks. I like a nice refreshing drink, and that strawberry culotta was like probably like 700 calories, but it was so good. It was so good.
Do you find that since you don't have sweet drinks anymore, do you not crave it as much? Or
no, I crave it all the time. I want it. I want it so bad, and I feel like my third like. I mean, it's the reason is that I'm actually dehydrated. Wise, we've talked about this. Is but I like want a Diet Coke so bad right now. Like
you're not a water man.
Well, hold on a second. What do you mean I'm not a water man?
Like you don't love like just drinking a glass of water.
Yeah.
Like you'll do it because you
sometimes
need to
use the shower without water. You know this.
Yes.
Dry shower.
Don't ask any follow-up questions. Just taking a stride.
I'll drink water. I do drink. Like it's funny. My dad and sister do not like
Yeah.
They're like I don't like water. Which I know is like kind of strange for some people to hear.
I love water, giver of life.
I think that water is
big water guy. I'll drink
it is the giver of life. I agree with
now.
that. I'm not going to deny. Wow, look at him go.
Yeah,
he didn't spill it. And
Mr. Water now.
It looks like you've never drank water before in your life.
Oh my god!
You just chugged the whole thing. It was insane.
Oh my god! Wow. This guy. Yeah.
And they made a little Al Pacino, a little quiet Al Pacino noise.
I shouldn't have done that.
I mean, what about like flavored water? If you're doing like a little spritz,
some of that stuff is fun.
Squeeze a lemon.
Ooh.
Yeah. What were the
chia seeds?
Chia seeds. That's fun.
Interesting. I do think chia seeds. I was trying to do chia seeds to get me to drink more water as well, but then my dad was kind of like because I feel like also. Talk a lot of health stuff with my dad, and he's onto some strange health stuff sometimes. But I told him I was doing chia seeds, and he was like, "Those are gonna actually suck the water out of you."
Oh man!
So I mean, he has some eccentric ideas. So maybe he's wrong. I feel like if it's already soaking the water out of the water,
right?
Yeah.
Ideally, then you get that water. But then he was like, "What if the seeds are actually the bad guy here?"
I would like to do something like that. I have a couple chia pets in my house, a Kermit and a Yoda. I think you know this, Wags.
So you're like, why would I eat my own pets?
So why am I going to eat that? Why I'm not going to eat my own plants and my pets. Right. Definitely not my pets.
No.
But I am trying to drink more water. That's like the plan from doing it. I did have, what were they called? Zemos or whatever? What was the flavored stuff that you put in water?
I know what you mean. I don't remember the name of it.
Oh.
Mio.
What is it called? Neo?
Mio?
Oh, Mio.
The
that's
little
right.
squirt bottles?
Yeah, Mio. Yeah. But I feel like is that cheating? I can't tell.
I mean, I think we use those for my brother a lot because he also refuses to drink water. And so I think in my head, if you're still drinking the water, you're still getting water.
Yeah.
So
Right,
even if the Mio's not great for you, you still got more water than you would have if you didn't.
Sure, yeah. It's
Right.
tricky. I'm trying to drink straight up water. And then I think the Spindrifts are fine.
Yeah. But I understand what you're saying. You get parched. You're naturally dehydrated. You want something with a little bit of flavor over just like a flat water. And so I totally understand.
Yeah. I don't hate water either.
Sure.
We've talked about this before, but there's like when you really are thirsty and you're like a cold glass of water, it can be the best tasting thing in the world.
Yeah.
You're Jake Sully. Water's your favorite thing these days.
Hey.
But what do they drink?
The way.
Do they have like a purified water there?
I'm sure they got a water. You gotta have like a source of fresh water. You think they're not drinking water?
I don't know. I don't see it in the movie.
They don't show a lot of water breaks in that movie. But
That's true.
It's 3 hours, no water breaks.
That's true.
Are they absorbing it through like the ocean? Is that how they're hydrating?
Do they have to
What the
take
fuck?
their tails and like plug into the ocean? And
Yeah, is that
gulp
what's
it up?
happening? They suck it in.
So if you sat
and then from their tails?
in a tub, you wouldn't be dehydrated?
Well, no, I'm saying like for human anatomy, you still need to drink something. But I think if you were like maybe if you're more of an aquatic being, yeah, you can get water. You can just ingest it from being within it, right?
But then manatees, which are mammals, I guess, like they still drink water. Like they like to
They
get
still drink
fresh
fresh water. Okay.
Yeah, so then that's kind of weird.
Really?
And I think a lot of them get it from food.
Yeah.
But then
okay, that makes
but
sense.
maybe fish, it's like obviously different.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how fish hydrate.
This is a great question. I have no fucking idea.
Imagine a goldfish having to hop out of the ocean and go find a stream so they can have a drink
Jesus,
of water.
They can't even remember where they live.
Yeah.
They don't know what's going on.
A goldfish jumping out of the ocean?
That's what I'm saying. Isn't it crazy to think about?
I mean,
but it's a thing that happens. Would have to happen.
It says that fish absorb water through their skin and gills through osmosis.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
So if the Na'vi
Osmosis.
are-
We should have known.
We should have known it was osmosis.
My ass hurts so much because you took that.
Jesus Christ.
No.
We can switch. Do you want to switch?
No.
We'll
no.
switch.
Oh, I'm
We're
the
sitting
bad
on
guy?
different sides. We're just sitting on different
After
couches.
one episode, he was like, "Can we please trade seats?" And I said, "Sure."
Oof,
and now
first mistake.
this couch is it's we all agree it's an uncomfortable.
I had really bad.
I'm gonna get the. I fucked
Yeah.
up. I should have used the butt pillow.
I had we're in the adjunct studio for our audio listeners, so we normally are in over there in Studio G.
Yes.
Now,
H.
fuck.
You
Start it
fucking
all
come
over.
on.
H came first. The head
Like
came
Headgum.
first. The gum came second.
Right.
We're over there in Studio H. We're here. I need a mnemonic.
And
to
usually
remember
over
this.
here it's Adam ruins everything.
Yeah, Adam Ruins Everything is usually in here.
Actually, he could actually actually it's Studio H is over there.
Oh,
Right. Actually, the couch is comfortable, and Mitch is just being a baby.
Oh yes, the man sitting on it is being a baby. How about the guy who had to change to the other couch?
I was having back pain. You were very gracious to let me sit over here, which is your normal spot. But so this is better for me. But that couch is not super comfortable.
It's not comfortable
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
So
you're hanging in there.
I'm getting that. I'm getting over there for the double.
Do you want an ass pillow?
I'm gonna get an ass pillow.
You want it right now?
I'll go. I can get it.
That's right. It's right there.
I'm gonna get the ass pillow. They're
Okay,
behind the
Mitch is
couch.
gonna step
There-
away
there
and
you
get
go,
the
there
ass
you go.
pillow. While he's doing that,
And I don't want to disturb Jemmy.
That's why I can get it for you.
Emma's gonna get it for me.
okay. While Emma's getting the ass pillow, I'll ask you this, Yara.
Yeah.
So we're talking about Silverlake Ramen this week.
Ooh, yeah.
We pitched you a few different chains, a few different options. Why did you want to talk about this one?
Oh, I just love Silverlake Ramen.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of their sukumen, the dipping ramen,
Okay.
and I think that's kind of my favorite version of ramen these days is the Silverlake sukumen. So when I saw that, I was like, that's the one. That's
Are
the
you a
one.
big ramen fan?
I think so.
Yeah.
I've definitely been around to a few places around town. I'm a half Japanese American, so I think I probably had a lot of ramen growing up or something. But then also, I talk about instant ramen. I think I used to eat that for breakfast a lot.
Oh wow!
I would
okay.
get the old top ramen and then with an egg and for breakfast every morning.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was the ramen for me for a while, even though that's not obviously the really good chef made ramen that we had today.
You're just cracking an egg
so-
into that.
You put the egg in when it's boiling.
Yeah.
And then that kind of mixes around in there, adds a little body to it.
Yeah.
I had a roommate in college who taught me to do that.
Oh yeah.
When I was poor and that was all I could eat.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. When the private chef was gone.
Yeah.
it was like, man, what do I do?
Also, what did your
yeah.
roommate? What did he teach you?
How to when you boil ramen, you just drop it, just crack an
drop
egg in there.
Oh yeah. That's good. That's good. That's
Innocent
good.
stuff.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. You were like
Put down your milk.
disgusted. Yeah. He did what to you?
Mitch, I got something I need to get off of my chest.
What's that, Wags?
You're my friend.
Hey, that's not that bad.
Yeah, that's the thing. We all carry around different stressors, big and small, and sometimes what we think is weighing on us is actually just something that we are keeping bottled up. And when we keep things bottled up, it can start to affect us negatively. Therapy is a safe space to get things off your chest, good and bad, and to figure out how to work through whatever's weighing you down.
Wags, I got something to get off my chest.
Yeah.
You're my friend too.
Wow, Mitch, what a thing to say.
Wags, I've benefited from therapy myself.
Yeah.
To me, it's like going to the gym, working out your muscles. Let's work out your mind.
Yeah.
Let's get the gunk out. Not the classiest statement.
Sure.
But helpful when you're doing therapy. Get the gunk out of your head. Get the junk out. Let's talk to somebody.
It's a useful metaphor, Mitch. And hey, therapy is helpful for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. It empowers you to do the best version of yourself, and it's not just for those who have experienced major trauma. So if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try.
It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge.
Get it off your chest with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/Doughboys today to get 10% off your first month.
That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Doughboys. I also got to there's a couple things. I walked to the studio today. I said I was going to bike, and I got my bike fixed. I was very excited to bike. I think I'm going to walk.
You got a good walk in.
I got a good walk in. It is more of an
it's
more exercise, I think, walking.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk home. Walked with Sus. I just want to give him credit because Sus walked to the studio and he did not eat lunch today.
He opted out of lunch today.
Lunch today.
Unprecedented.
And honestly, I offered him stuff and he didn't even take it. He didn't partake in anything. I do think that he got a few a whiffs in, like a few sniffs.
Yeah.
So I think that it was still worth it for him for the sniffs. He was like, do you notice that when
he was definitely whiffing.
Yeah, he was whiffing.
Some sniffs.
Yeah.
You know my theory?
What's that?
He left Headgum, went straight to Silverlake Ramen.
With the Doughboys credit card?
Right. That's good.
No, good for Sus.
Good for him, because this is a heavy meal, and this is the big thing. Like, I do really like ramen. I do really like pho. I do really like a soup as a meal, but it is a that can be a day ruiner for me. Like, that can be such a heavy thing where I'm ingesting so much salt and starch that I just feel really weighed down. So I have to pick my spots when I do it, even though I live within walking distance from a really nice, from a really good local ramen shop. But I'm this has to be a once every 2 weeks, once a month indulgence as opposed to a regular meal.
No, of course. And I will say, so I appreciate, doing the midday ramen. I did get the curry. I tried the curry.
Oh, wow.
Because
okay.
I was like, I don't know if I can do the full dipping ramen. And I've tasted that and I love that. So I'm going to try something new here. I didn't realize they had such an extensive menu. And so, yeah, I got the karaage with the curry, Japanese curry, which I really like. And I'm always stocked with some curry blocks in the pantry. And that's a good go-to for me. And I thought they did a good job with that. So, yeah.
Is that the curry blocks you got? Is this specifically a Japanese curry?
It is specifically Japanese curry. So yeah, there's Vermont or something. That's one of the brands. I don't know why they call it that, but it is Japanese curry. And then you chip off the little blocks and then you melt them in the pot with all your onions and everything you need to make a good little curry sauce.
It's like a smaller scale version of Panera's operation.
You bet. Yeah. It's like personal little blocks.
Wow.
They got to slice up the cheese and broccoli and get me some of that.
I've had Japanese curry, I'd had it a number of times, but what got me into it, where I was really fixated a while, was the video game Persona 5 Royal, where you have a coffee and curry shop that you work at, and there's so much coffee and curry, and there's I got to be having curry, so I was eating curry all the time while I was playing that game.
Oh, you were?
Sounds like a good combo.
I don't know if it was just you were just eating it in the game.
No, I'd go to Curry of Tokyo or whatever. I'd go to some curry place and get it's so great. I like it. It's such a great dish, and especially you get it you get the fried little cutlet, and then you have the dipping sauce, so you get both the texture and the sauce. It's delightful.
Yeah.
When Silverlake Ramen first opened, I believe I went with Bobby Lee for the first time I ever went there.
Wow.
Wait, what did we do it? No, we didn't.
We absolutely did not cover it on the podcast. It's the first time.
Silverlake
Ramen was founded in 2012 on Sunset Boulevard, not far from Headgum. It's actually the original location is a stone's throw from where we record every Doughboys episode. And this is the other thing. Contra its name, Silverlake, the neighborhood in Los Angeles, this is now a national chain. There are restaurants in California, Nevada, Washington, Arizona, Texas, Georgia, and North Carolina. Did you have any sense that Silverlake Ramen blanketed the country? Because I had no idea. Isn't that wild?
No.
Yeah.
And also, I didn't like it the first time I had it. And I haven't eaten, like you said, I don't eat a ton of ramen just because it is such a heavy meal. Yes. But I do, when it comes to the tastiness level, I am this is maybe the best, you know what I mean? It is so great.
Yeah.
But I had Silverlake Ramen at that location with Bobby, and I was so on it. And I loved Daikakuya, which we talked about, which I didn't realize was you were saying is a pretty big chain.
I think it's an international chain.
But there's one in Little Tokyo in downtown LA, and I love that place. And I still think we should review it at some point. I think that place is like the best, and this felt like I was like, this doesn't feel like as authentic or whatever to me. This feels like a hip Silverlake spot. And then eating it today, I was like, this is damn good. I mean, it's really good. It's also right near that original location, right near one of my favorite pho spots, Pho Cafe. I don't know if you've ever had Pho Cafe. It's great.
I have not. The thing about Silverlake Ramen, and yes, Mitch, I also initially approached this, when I first heard about it, with skepticism, because it's named after a gentrifying neighborhood in LA, or fully gentrified now neighborhood in LA.
Yeah.
You think it's going to be like, oh, this will be like the gentrified ramen. But the founders are like ramen enthusiasts, Chef Jitake, who was an LA restaurant veteran, and then Chef Thomas Aono, who grew up in Japan. So and he studied under like a ramen master in Japan. So like there are some real bona fides culinarily for, their product,
that's great.
which I was surprised to learn. And yeah, there are about 30 locations. There are 4 more in the works. So here's the thing I will say about ramen for me. Like, since I haven't been eating pork, this is one dish where it's a big hindrance, because a lot of the ramen bases are pork, and so it's just hard to find even a broth that you can have, even if you're not having pork, the protein. There was a time when I was giving myself a little bit more leeway with like pork byproducts and stuff, but I've gotten a little bit more strict about that. So this place does have a chicken shoyu broth, which I've gotten before, and which is good, which I like. But for today, I tried their veggie broth, which I've had some veggie ramens that were pretty flavorless. This one, which has a miso base, not bad actually. Honestly, pretty savory, pretty flavorful. And it had just a whole fucking garden in here. Bean sprouts, corn, mushroom, tofu, broccolini, baby greens, kale, red cabbage, and avocado. We got everything to go, so it came with the broth package separately. So I'm looking at all these fresh vegetables sitting in, my dry bowl with the noodles. And I'm worried about what's going to happen when I just pour this broth over it. But you know what? It held up all pretty well. The vegetables they picked, particularly the broccolini, really, really worked and held up its texture.
Spill, though?
I was just trying to eat it, and they just splashed all over myself.
That's what happened. Yeah. I spilled when I was trying to sip from the bowl, and then my bowl fell over it, but it fell into another container, like we said.
Yes.
And then there was ginger in there, and it tasted pretty good.
Yeah.
I got what was the one I got? It's spicy. We should talk about this, right?
Yeah, we're getting into it.
I had the spicy.
It's the Blaze Ramen,
That's
right?
what it's called.
Yeah.
The Blaze Ramen. Right. Which has like a good bit of spiciness in it, but really nice broth. The broth was like creamy but also spicy, and it was a nice pork broth. I thought it was almost eggy tasting, which I liked.
Yeah.
There is that egg in there, and I think a lot of the yolk did fall out into it when I poured the broth on there. But damn good, Wags. It was a really good ramen. It was a great outing for this place.
Yeah, I've had the Blaze Ramen before, and then there's also a spicy shoyu they've had, and it is that I'm a bit of a heat seeker, and you can jack that heat intensity up pretty high there, which I do like. Yeah, this is a Sierra question for you, because I really do like spicy, but I feel like if I go to the hottest level of ramen or something like that, it's usually like I'm just getting spice with every bit of broth, and I'm just like crying and dripping, my nose is dripping. I'm not enjoying my meal anymore. So I just feel like I go like one notch below, You're
also crying, do you say?
Yeah, I'm crying.
Yeah,
of course I'm
you
crying.
because you gotta excrete everything, so you can get rid of the spice. Yeah, I mean, I never go too crazy with the spice. I think ramen doesn't go as high as like some other cuisines.
Sure.
But there is this place in Little Tokyo called Orochan Ramen, which has like a spice challenge. And I'm not much of the spicy type, but my fiance is, so he has tried to do it and couldn't do it. It was like,
wow.
Because it also comes out piping hot temperature wise.
Yeah.
And I think there's just something with that combo, right?
Yeah.
It really like synergizes into like intense, heat. So I think ramen can get pretty intense if you go to a certain level of like both hot and spicy.
Blaze was pretty. It was a medium heat, and it was pretty. It was pretty spicy, not like crazy, but it was pretty spicy. Yeah.
Speaking of spice, we should mention you're wearing a sriracha T-shirt.
Oh yeah, thank
That's
you.
That's cool as hell.
For spotting. Yeah. My parents went and did a tour of the the plant in Irwindale back in the day when they were doing that. I don't know if they're still doing open tours or whatever, but they got some merch. So this is one of the things, a nice shirt, and I do rep the Hoi Fong Foods specific rooster sauce.
Wow.
But open to all.
Yeah.
Right.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
Too.
I mean, it's the most recognizable. They've got chili garlic sauce too, and some other good.
I do like the chili garlic
products.
sauce.
Yeah.
It's like the Coca-Cola of sriracha.
It's red and white.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
true.
they do that. And then I was sriracha one time for Halloween, so it's also good use of this.
You were sriracha for Halloween.
You just get one of these and you get a green beanie, and it's pretty simple.
That's pretty great.
It's a good
Yeah, it's a
costume.
go-to, very comfortable. And also for a while there, they don't have sriracha, the word patented. So there's a lot of sriracha sauces out there.
Yes, yeah.
Right. Yeah, but then you just
Baby for me. I was a baby quite a few years in a row.
Right.
Oh yeah.
People were like, nice Halloween costume. I was like, it's Halloween? Just came out in a bonnet and a
That's good.
diaper.
Yeah.
Wise, did you ever do a Halloween costume?
I've never done a Halloween
You ever
costume.
done a food-based? I actually did do a food-based Halloween costume in middle school. I probably said this on the podcast.
Yes.
Where I was a serial killer.
Oh yeah, you have told that.
And
You
it
have
was-
said that.
I had the little boxes, like
Cute.
the
knives
the-
too.
and then there were like plastic knives
Nice.
or forks, I think, in each one. And then there was like blood coming out of. My mom was a teacher; she was smart to know.
That's good.
But it was like the like the small boxes.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh, good.
So I was a serial killer.
No, I have not done a costume as
Pretty
an.
fucking cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
The girls went, the ladies went nuts over it.
I mean, yeah, sounds like it.
I'm a serial killer. And like eating cereal out of my fucking shirt.
Pretty cool.
Everyone wants a thinker for a Halloween costume. It takes a second for you to put it together. I have not done a Halloween costume. I've never done it as an adult.
The thinker.
Oh yeah, that'd be a fun one.
Could be a good one.
Yeah.
Get to show your hog.
So you like paint yourself white and just have your hog out?
Yeah, I think you
basically?
got it.
Right. Yeah.
So I've never done a Halloween costume as an adult. It's actually like it's interesting to have witnessed it turn into an adult holiday because it used to be a kids thing, But I don't fucking go out. What am I gonna do? What am I dress up and go out someplace?
I felt the same.
just don't do that.
It was only a couple years into college where I was like, oh, people are doing this. Oops, I should do this.
I actually do remember one. Me and my buddy Brandon Wirtz, who listens to the podcast. What's up, Brandon? We went to a college party and we were pirate mummies.
Oh,
So that is
alright.
one that I did.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did that entail?
Toilet paper and then aluminum foil swords.
Nice.
We might have had little eye
Perfect
patches
combo.
too.
Okay,
It
yeah,
worked
that's what
out.
I was wondering.
Poor
was a hit.
Brandon, you're in there with a fucking glass of milk at the party.
Yeah,
fuck are you
ditch the
doing?
milk, man. But then they see the serial
I'm sure
killer
he's
and they're
also
like,
like,
well.
friends. How close were you? Were you close?
You've met him. He's coming to Doughboys
no,
shows.
I know, but I'm
Yeah,
saying
we're good friends. Very good
yeah,
friends.
Yeah. Wait, he doesn't work in video games, right?
No,
What does he do?
I don't need to dox
Dox
him.
the hell out of
Dox
him. Dox
I don't
him.
need to
Where
dox
does he live?
Where the fuck does he live?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
We should know.
But yeah, he came. You've met him. He's come to Doughboys shows.
I remember meeting him.
Yeah.
I was shocked that you had someone come to a show at all.
Me
honestly.
too, Mitch. Natalie doesn't want to come.
I don't blame her.
I don't blame her either.
Busy.
I had the
Don't bother
Yeah,
her.
she's busy.
She is busy.
She's busy.
She's tired. She's busy.
She's busy.
I had the Blaze ramen with pork.
Yeah,
And I got a spicy chicken bun,
fun.
and I got the grilled gyoza, which is oftentimes I feel like it's just pan fried gyoza. It's funny they call it grilled here, but I think it's just to make sure that you get the right one because they had the deep fried gyoza. We were talking about this beforehand, Wags. It was steamed dumplings, pan fried,
Yeah.
or all fried. Where do you stand?
Amelia coined this, and I will be with her. I think I am Team Steam.
Team Steam.
Yeah.
Bold choice. Bold
Yeah.
choice.
Team
Yeah.
Steam is, and Emma, you were Team Steam as well.
Yes.
I like the pan fried. I like one seared side.
I'm
Texture's
on
nice.
that.
I think you put it perfectly. Best of both worlds.
You get a little bit of the crunch, but also the soft of the steam. I understand, like if you go full crunch, full deep fried,
Yeah.
it gets a little too much, maybe
Right,
too much.
overwhelmingly.
Yeah.
So,
It was like actually getting fried or deep fried or whatever. I don't want that.
Our downstairs neighbor.
I mean,
this
I
happened.
do want that. Yeah.
This happened yesterday. Our downstairs neighbor, with the building's been having some plumbing problems. Her sink was clogged. Her kitchen sink was clogged. She does not speak any English, and so Natalie and I helped her with Google Translate. She speaks Mandarin. Tried to get through and talk to a plumber, and we got a plumber there. Got everything resolved. To say thank you. Yeah.
You know how there's like a neighbor like hitting the ceiling with a broom because they're too loud? She's like hitting the ceiling with a broom because she's like, it's quiet up there. What the fuck's going on?
They died? What happened? But anyway, so she, as a thank you, last night she brought us dumplings, and they were pan fried, and they were like they were like fresh made, like homemade dumplings. They were delicious. The chicken and shrimp, they were so good.
Oh, that's nice. Wow. Go down there with your Google Translate. Let her know you're a team. You fuck.
Well, no, I would not do that.
Hey,
No, I was saying that
team
that could potentially make me that experience potentially could make me a convert. I'm saying it was such an excellent dumpling.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Yeah.
But it didn't. Your team Steam.
Right.
Yeah, I'm still team Steam.
Oh no, I hope she's not listening.
I'm Mr. Soup and I'm team Steam.
Show sucks.
Yeah. They know it sucks.
Also, I do not want this lady listening to Doughboy who's trying to learn English to listen to Doughboys.
Yeah, she's gonna have some great vocab.
Veggie ramen was I was a quality ramen, and I would get it again if I wanted something that was both a little bit lighter and didn't have any animal proteins. We got some karaage. We got the fried chicken with the aioli sauce, got a little lemon to squeeze over it. Yeah, it was nice. I mean, this is this, and then the California cut roll, which we got, and then also the crispy rice with spicy tuna. They were all things where like these are all competently made, and these are all good. Do they need to be doing any of these? And I guess there's probably just a demand for it.
Yeah.
You know?
I think you can cut the sushi out. I mean, it's so clearly like someone wants to get ramen and then their significant other wants to not eat as heavy and get sushi or something.
Yeah, it covers that. And then I wonder sometimes like if I'm eating with somebody who maybe isn't familiar with Japanese cuisine or something, like they'll expect, a certain thing. So it's like, oh, we're going to Japanese. Oh, well, can I get sushi? And it's like, oh, no, this is like a curry place or something, right? Yeah. So maybe it's just there to kind of like catch all,
Yeah.
Like, hey, if you want to ease your way into ramen, like start with the California roll.
Yes.
And then find your way to, blaze.
That's how I started with a California roll. I was talking about this on the way over here today. Just the first time. Yeah, that was the big gateway. This felt like you did you call it Sprouts?
Yeah, I like a Sprouts grocery store sushi, but it felt like kind of that tier. I'm not even saying that as a negative. I'm just saying it's like there's so many great sushi restaurants you can go to.
The most non-sushi I've ever eaten. It tasted like I was eating almost nothing.
Right.
It wasn't bad tasting, but it was the worst thing I had probably.
Yes.
I thought that the spicy tuna on the rice cake was good.
Great texture to it.
And I thought like the buns, I think like the spicy chicken in the bun was actually kind of works more at the restaurant. Yeah, sure. And I think that is it karaage?
Yeah, I mean I've heard it karaage. I don't know the actual pronunciation, yeah.
I think that kind of works there too, and it's in a lot of different dishes, and I think it tastes good. The sushi just feels like kind of the odd man out to me, and I don't. I mean, hey, if it works and it's selling for them, then it works. But to me, it was the worst thing that we had today. I thought that those grilled quote unquote dumplings were great.
Yes.
You liked them, Emma, right?
Yeah, they were pretty good.
Yeah, they were good. Yeah. Maybe not great, but good.
I think when something like that travels, you lose the crunch you get if you had it. Like the point of pan frying it is the like little crispy side. It's not as crispy when it's traveled, but not bad.
Yeah.
Emma, you were saying this place is a regular haunt for you.
It is. Mike and I will get this for dinner like probably once or twice a month.
Wow.
Partially like the bowl I got today, partially because it feels ramen not so light. But the bowl I got today is just like a ground ginger chicken with like pickled ginger and scallions and scrambled egg and some rice. It's like super simple. So like if I don't feel like cooking, it feels like a takeout meal I can get, but I don't feel as guilty about it. It's not like as heavy as like a ramen could be. So I love it.
Yeah.
I think that you're right that some of that, but I think some of the stuff works a little bit on the menu. I like that there's options to get some other stuff.
No, I agree. I do agree with you. The crispy rice with the spicy tuna did have like a nice texture to it, and
the gyoza. I mean, I think with those two as apps, you'd be good to go. Like I don't know if you need the buns or whatever, but I don't know. It's.
Those are another thing that I don't like. Those like I like those better at a restaurant. I don't like those as takeout. I don't think they do as good.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. But the food was pretty hot. It's right down the street, and we got it basically right as it opened. But I just shot a bubble out and it floated away.
I thought it was a fly. But
Did you
You saw it. You
I
saw
saw it, but I thought it was a fly. You could have said.
No, it was a
nothing.
bubble.
Yeah, it was
a bubble just floated out of my mouth.
Did you eat soap for
cool.
breakfast?
Did I have any soap
Yeah.
today? I don't think
Somebody
I did.
washed your mouth out after you cursed.
My mom used to do that.
Oh.
Did you get soap ever?
I got it from
anymore?
my grandma, yeah.
From your grandma?
Yeah.
Damn, grandma's supposed to be nice.
Oh.
Then you bought her car out from under her.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. I took her for a ride. No, like I remember, yeah, that was the one time I did it. And I can't remember what I said, what curse word I said, but my grandma was babysitting me and washed my mouth out with soap. Or maybe I think just rinse out my mouth with soap. I think I had to do it myself.
It's probably radical you coming home from college not with milk. My mom would do ivory soap sometimes.
Oh, sure.
And that would get you.
Yeah.
Or they scrape it on your teeth.
Oh, and you get the wax on the underside.
I never got that.
That can't be good for you.
For our listeners, parents used to beat their kids. That's what used to happen.
It was fine. It was
Right,
normal.
the soap is
normal.
the
Yeah.
least they can do.
I do think that one time my mom or dad did that, and I was like, "Oh, this sucks," and they were like, I think they scared them into never doing it again.
Yeah.
But anyways, I did not eat soap today.
Okay.
It was just a cool bubble. You missed it. Everything here today was impressive. I thought all the food was good. There wasn't really, the sushi was the worst, but it didn't taste bad to me. So.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been to another one is the thing. Because for a chain, so we're talking about the original location here. Again, it has about 30 of them. I don't know if I've ever been to one of the other ones in LA. And so I don't know if but I assume they've kept the quality level well, if they've been able to scale up and stay profitable. I don't know.
Right. I mean, I wonder, is this full menu available at others? Because I honestly never had a lot of I didn't know they had the curry until today.
Right.
So I wonder if when they open, do they do a softer, just the goods, the ramen and the sukumen and everything, and then. If it does well, they're like, hey, we'll throw in the sprouts roll.
Yeah.
Do they have a much, I mean, that's the other thing with the original location, sometimes it has a much larger menu than the other one. So I don't know.
Yeah, because it is just packed all the time. So I wonder if they just felt maybe to take the weight off of these big pots of ramen, we should add some stuff.
That is an issue for me, is that it's packed and also the location is just kind of hard to get to.
Right.
Yeah.
Valet-only parking lot. You can't park yourself.
Yeah. And is there there's not a lot of seating it's not a big spot. Yeah.
Mm-mm. By the way, I just want to tell you that Jemmy readjusted herself and she's resting her head on my arm.
It's really cute.
So
sweet.
Yeah.
And so I am just very nervously don't want to disrupt this.
Sure. Yeah.
I think I am stuck like this forever.
Yeah.
But you know what? By the end of the episode, give yourself a stranger.
With Jemmy's paws, Nick? That's disgusting.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, your arm would be numb.
Oh, my arm.
Yeah, gee, man. Oh, boy.
No, you cannot jerk yourself off with my dog.
I would never. Nick is out of his mind.
I didn't say that.
Doggy stranger. No, thank you.
Say no to that.
Stranger danger, John, run.
A doggy stranger? So you're making your dog's arm and paw numb? to confuse them?
Sitting in Wally and Irma's paws.
Yeah.
Kitty stranger. Look, none of that's going to happen. I think we should get to our final thoughts on Silverlake Ramen.
So, Sierra,
there's no animal. We don't do any animal stuff, Nick and I.
We-
Okay.
Interpretation.
we'll eat an animal. We're not going to fuck an animal.
No.
Really draw the line.
Yeah.
We kill him and eat its flesh, but I'm not going to engage in carnal relations with them.
But then when you
That's
think about
too
it,
far.
is that what's worse?
What's worse, honestly?
You know? So then when you think about that,
When you think about it,
Eating them's definitely the good one there.
Okay.
if I was a bull, I'd rather be sucked off by a guy than be slaughtered for my meat.
I agree with Wags.
I mean,
I
honestly.
guess so. Well, you say that now. When faced with the circumstances, who knows?
A bull sees me approaching. Take me to the slaughterhouse. I'm going to suck off a bull.
You're not gonna?
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it.
Ever?
I probably won't do it.
I mean, Mitch, you sucked off a pony, right?
That is true.
And it's not true that you sucked off a
It's
pony,
not
just for the
true.
record. You
I
told
li-
that story. That's a
I
story
lied
that
I
you
sucked
made
off
up.
a pony.
Sierra doesn't
I'm
know
new
the backstory here.
I joked that I sucked off a pony.
It was
at
a
wedding.
joke. Yeah, he didn't actually do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ate
Yeah.
the pony. You ate the pony.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
we
actually do
ate
it.
the pony. It was fine. It was normal.
Wags, I got a problem.
What's that, Mitch?
I'm too well rested.
I've noticed this about you lately. It must be your Helix mattress.
That's right. Me, Wally, and Irma, we slept on that Helix mattress last night, and guess what? I didn't want to get out of bed.
Now, Mitch, how long have you had your mattress, and has your sleep improved?
God, I've had the mattress now for what, 6 years?
Wow.
I know. Almost time for a new one. Helix. Send one over. I love my Helix mattress.
Yeah.
Wags, this is the truth. Wally loves it. Irma loves it. I love it. Anytime someone comes to town and I let them stay in my room, they love the mattress. That includes my mom and sister. I'm such a good boy that sometimes I go to the couch.
Sometimes you go to the couch. Helix Sleep is a premium mattress brand that provides tailored mattresses based on your unique sleep preferences. The Helix lineup includes 14 unique mattresses, including a collection of luxury models, a mattress for big and tall sleepers, and even a mattress made just for kids.
How about that? So how will you know which Helix mattress works best for you and your body? Take the Helix Sleep Quiz and find your perfect mattress in under 2 minutes, Wags. And your personalized mattress is shipped straight to your door, free of charge.
Wow. Helix knows there's no better way to test out a new mattress than by sleeping on it in your own home. That's why they offer a 100-night trial and a 10 to 15-year warranty to try out your new Helix mattress.
Everybody is unique and everyone sleeps differently. That's why Helix has several different mattress models to choose from, each designed for specific sleep positions and feel preferences. Models with memory foam layers to provide optimal pressure relief if you sleep on your side. Models with more responsive foam to cradle your body for essential support to your stomach and back sleeping positions. Plus, enhanced cooling features to keep you from overheating at night.
Wow. And if your spine needs some extra TLC, and whose doesn't, they got you. Every Helix mattress has a hybrid design combining individually wrapped steel coils in the base with premium foam layers on top. It's the perfect combination of comfort and support.
And Wags, guess what? I took the Helix Sleep Quiz.
Wow.
And I was matched with the Moonlight Luxe mattress, and it feels like a little cloud.
How about that? And you're a stomach sleeper, a back sleeper, a side sleeper?
I'm a belly sleeper. I sleep just like a baby.
Yeah. I tend to toss and turn, but it's nice that Helix accommodates all these different sleep cycles.
It does. And Wags, you know what? I offer up my Helix. You can come and sleep on it one night.
Wow. Will Wally and Irma be there?
They'll be there, and we promise we won't watch too long.
The setup is fast and easy. Helix mattresses are delivered in a box and straight to your door for free. Plus, Helix mattresses are American-made and come with a 10 or 15-year warranty, depending on the model. How would it be like if it was like finished to record? Like, Mitch, can I stay over at your place? I don't go all the way home.
You'd be very welcome. My very comfortable Helix mattress, you'd have a blast, Wags. Don't want to take our word for it? Helix has been awarded the #1 mattress picked by GQ and Wired magazine. Is even recommended by multiple leading chiropractors and doctors of sleep medicine as a go-to solution for improving your sleep.
Helix is offering up to 20% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/doughboys. This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long. With Helix, better sleep starts now.
We'll be watching.
Sierra, we'll each go around. We'll give a closing argument, if you will, on Silverlake Ramen, and then end that by giving it a score from 0 to 5 forks. You are our guest, seated to my right. Your thoughts on Silverlake Ramen, your fork score from 0 to 5.
Amazing. Okay, so big fan of Silverlake Ramen. You know, I've sung the praises of their sukuben, which I've had in the past. I think what I'm liking about it is, you know, they have, well, now I learn, you know, some good cred in the founding chefs, and I think they bring, you know, I think they are bringing ramen to the great gentrified neighborhood of Silverlake and beyond.
Right.
And, you know, I think they were such a crucial delivery service, you know, during the tough times, getting a little nice ramen comfort food at night during the pandemic was really nice. And then, you know, today I tried the curry. It wasn't like my favorite curry, but again, it's not their specialty. And I think it's cool that they're expanding out. But anyway, this is all to say, I think I'll go with 4 forks.
4 forks.
It's a fave of mine for sure.
Very good score. All right, Smooth Man, what do you think?
I got to see how this place does as they, you know, it's just as they go towards that larger scale, and they, you know, they're franchising this place and going across the country, I would love to try it in North Carolina, for instance, see how it is. I mean, I don't want to go to North Carolina, but I'm saying, you know, I would like to try a chain version of Silverlake Ramen.
It's entirely they're in Atlanta. It's entirely plausible that you'd end up working in Atlanta again, and then you'd have a little taste of home there.
Tomorrow War 2, maybe we'll happen. We'll see what happens. But
again, I told you Tomorrow War. It's like right there.
Tomorrow War. Well,
Tomorrow,
I mean,
War.
Tomorrow 2 War. A really good. I mean, it's a good ramen.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it quite a bit. I couldn't tell where to go. It's kind of a tricky one to give a fork rating to, because I think it is 4 forks or above. So I'm going to say that.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 4 forks. I'm going to go with the hand holding club with our guest. I think it's great. I would love to see how it is more as a chain, which I don't really know. I haven't eaten at this place as much. And I think of it like I love Daikakuya, and I think that is a better one. That to me is a 5 forker. So, but Silverlake, a really strong outing for what it is. I think that they did a really good job. So 4 forks.
Casey, you ever get a Silverlake Ramen?
Very rarely. I'm a soup skeptic.
You're a soup skeptic.
I'm not if I'm eating a meal, I don't want it like a water-based meal.
Interesting.
I don't want to be filling my stomach up with liquid.
Yes,
when I could
right.
Be,
Smart.
be eating more carbs or something.
Yeah. So it's like a pretty occasional thing for you.
Yeah.
And Emma, this is a frequent spot for you. I mean, where do y'all end with fork scores?
I would give this probably like 4 forks. I think it's a good spot. It's good. It's not. I mean, it's not. I've only had the ramen a few times, and it's not the best ramen I've ever had. But it's good. So, like, for a neighborhood spot. I also didn't know it was a chain until you said it. We could do it on the pod. I thought this was the only one for the longest time.
Yeah.
So it floored me that it was such a big chain. So for that, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, Casey, you got a fork score, or you haven't had it frequently enough?
I haven't had it frequently enough.
Okay.
But it is good, and I think I would also go 4.
Amelia also landed at 4 forks. She was at 3.75 and then talked herself. I didn't persuade her at all. I was just like she was like 3.75. She's like, but I wasn't really craving it today, so that probably affects things. I'll go right at 4. So I think 4 forks is kind of like, it feels like 4 is the floor right here. But here's the thing: I'm Mr. Soup. This is kind of my thing, right? So I'm the ultimate arbiter of whether the soup fits the Golden Plate Club or not.
Yeah,
like I'm kind of the authority.
Yeah, I guess now you're the authority, even though you order salads when you offer your super salad.
And you went from denying being Mr. Soup to owning it.
I own it.
Yeah.
I should
What
stop.
was your other thing? You're Mr. Soup and what else? You suck off bulls? What is this? What was the other one?
That's what it was, yeah.
Yeah, which is also kind of Mr. Soup in a way.
I do think this place is good. And I think that there is better ramen in the city. Mm-hmm. But in some of the cities that Silverlake Ramen is, there maybe isn't better ramen in the city. And that's part of an endorsement of the concept is like this is bringing, to your point, this is bringing ramen to the masses. I think this is bringing this more awareness of like a higher level and elevated version of this dish to, I think, a lot of people who maybe have not encountered it. And it feels very approachable for someone who's maybe a ramen noob. And I think that's to its credit. And I think the food quality is high. And I was really impressed with their veggie ramen. So I will say 4 is the floor. This does belong in the Golden Plate Club. I will be in the hand holding club with everybody and say this is a 4 fork chain.
Wow.
And that's my assessment. I'm not going up to 5, but I think this absolutely
well
deserves
deserved. Yeah.
It's a good. I mean, this is the thing.
Good. It's good quality food.
How does this place accomplish what it is trying to accomplish? Like the whole thesis of this podcast is. If you're a ramen place, you should be trying to do good ramen, and I think they are, and I think that's the whole thing, right? It's like what are they trying to do, and how are they succeeding at that level? And I think they absolutely are here.
This place does deserve a revisit in a weird, like in a not flagship location.
Yes,
I think it would be interesting to see because maybe the floor is just the floor, and we go to the ceiling. Maybe we go to. That's what I'm saying. We might go to 5.
We can go to 5. Wow. I'd be interested to see what the El Paso, Texas Silverlake Ramen is. Also, would just be very geographically odd to see that.
Yes, I know. You don't want to go to El Paso, Texas.
No, I don't. But I was gonna say, here's the thing, and I don't know if if anyone else clocked this or anyone else thinks about this. Silverlake, the neighborhood, 2 words. Capital S, capital L. Silverlake, the ramen, 1 word. Silverlake, all one.
I honestly have changed my understanding of Silverlake, the neighborhood, because I just think it's 1 word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've always written it as 1 word and never realized it was 2.
It's 2 discrete words, yeah.
Fascinating.
Can I tell you my thoughts? Don't give a shit.
That was our review of Silverlake Ramen. Hey, it's time for a segment.
I just had a thing I was going to say a long time ago, and it's not worth doing anymore.
Okay, well, we can move on. So I've got a food-related exam, and Mitch and Sierra must compete for superiority. It's Slop Quiz Extreme Close-Up Edition. These were compiled by Amelia. So, Emma, are we going to get these on the TV?
Yeah, I'm going to put
these
up. I'm just going to stop for 1 second.
I was just going to say that when I was sucking off rodeo.
This is the horse, the pony that he was talking about.
Good. Not another thing.
This is not another thing.
Genuine saw me, and that's where we got the inspiration.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
yeah. What a banger. So thank you.
Just to let you know, that's where it came from.
Stroking his chin like, okay.
Okay. All right, I'm hearing.
Is this? Are we still rolling here?
Yeah.
Yes, it made it in the show.
Yeah, thank God.
I'm going to cut it.
Emma.
Okay, so here's what these are compiled by Amelia. So you're going to see a close-up image of a foodstuff, and then you can buzz in with your name and guess what it is. So, and also feel free to describe what you're seeing for our listeners. So first up, anyone can buzz in here.
I mean, okay, I want to say Mitch, and just I mean, it's some sort of meat in some way. I was gonna guess maybe like a burger or a meatball, or
what are you seeing here,
meat.
like visually?
It looks like a darker red Mars picture.
Okay, got it.
Ooh, yeah.
It's like a picture of
topography kind of looking thing.
Yeah,
Some cracks.
Yeah, there's kind of a little crevice up at the top there. I think this is just like where the burger is breaking or the meat.
Flecks of spinal cord.
Yeah. Oh God. It is. I mean, I'll say this: it's a disgusting thing to look at, kind of.
Yes.
But I think that it is some sort of meat. I'm gonna say it's a close up of a burger, just because I don't know.
Okay, you're saying close up of a burger,
might be a meatball too. I don't know.
I was gonna have you buzz in, but actually, I think with the way this will work, I think you both can take a guess on each one, and if you both get it, you both get it. Sierra, you got any thoughts on this one in terms of what you're seeing?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that was also my instinct was like meatball or burger, but if I'm gonna guess something different, maybe maybe could we say Impossible Burger?
That's fun. I
That's
like that.
another
alternative. We have 2 different burger varietals. We have a straight up beef burger and an Impossible Burger. You're both wrong. Emma, do we want to reveal what this is?
Let's zoom out. Let's see this.
It is a brownie. A brownie close up looks like a burger. How about that?
I mean, it doesn't have those cracks.
Did it change colors? Can you go back to the last one? No, it did not change
the
colors.
lighting,
it did not. It did not. Nope.
Wow.
I like the big ass fork there.
Yeah,
it's
that's
kind of a
big
small
fork.
brownie,
It's
I
a small,
guess.
thin brownie.
Yeah.
Stunning.
This is fucking weird.
Do you not want to do it?
No, I know. I like it.
Okay, great.
I like it.
It's funny because when I was proofing these images, I thought this was the easiest one.
Oh no,
Well,
we're
good.
not.
Well, that's good. You know what? Now we know what, the first one you get in your, now we kind of get.
Right.
That's kind of our
we're learning how to
tutorial
play
mission.
the game.
Right. All right, let's get to the next one.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay.
I have a close-up of a...
What?
I would just describe this as like kind of like a green...
I mean, this is very funny. It's
a
insane.
green shaft-like object.
Yeah, it looks like Hulk's, like the Hulk stick or something.
Yeah, it could be like maybe the Hulk stick.
Yeah, or I guess the Jolly Green Giant stick.
Yeah, like Oscar the Grouch's dick.
Yeah, it could be Oscar the Grouch's stick.
Or like a Ninja Turtle's dick.
Pickle Rick's dick.
Pickle Rick's dick. Yeah, it could be his dick. Yeah.
Ooh, pickle. You know what? Cucumber. Mitch. Cucumber is my
Mitch is
answer.
guessing cucumber.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. I'm gonna say popsicle.
Popsicle.
I like that answer.
Separate take.
I'm tempted to give Mitch partial credit because
pickle?
it is a sea vegetable. It is
I almost said celery. I swear to God.
But then it's peeled, so that's tricky.
Yeah, it is tricky. Yeah,
I almost said celery,
I thought celery was going to be too simple.
When you said pickle Rick, that's when I went cucumber.
Oh,
yeah.
Sabotage.
All right. Next image.
Oh, come on now.
Mitch, you say, "Well, come on now." Do you want to hazard a guess?
I mean, the issue is that this is clearly melted cheese, and I want to say it's pizza. But when you pull out, it's like, it was not, it was like on top of nachos or some bullshit.
Right.
But I'm just going to stick with pizza.
Mitch is saying pizza.
Okay, then I'm going to say lasagna.
Lasagna.
That's the other one that could be bullshit like that, too.
Oh, well.
It is
There you
pizza.
go.
Mitch is
Slice of
on the
pizza.
board.
Good work. Good work.
Well done. Nice slices. Cheese. Sierra, wait, you have a lactose intolerance. Do you still have an occasional slice of pizza?
Oh, yeah. You bet. Yeah. I carry my little Lactaid in my purse all around town. So
What's your favorite?
anytime.
What's your favorite kind of pizza?
I like a pepperoni pizza.
Pepperoni,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Classic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, next up.
We ate yesterday next to,
Peach.
damn.
Sierra says peach right away.
I agree that it's a peach.
Mitch is also saying
Damn,
peach.
It's like that emoji.
Let's see
getting
the.
horny as
It is a
hell.
peach. It is. These are very.
Now you know why they use the peach emoji.
Now I
These
get
are,
it.
these are thick
Damn.
peaches.
Yeah. It's
But
got
then
that.
going out, that looks like my ass. Like the peach now, it's like does not look good. That's like one of those open asses. You know what I'm saying? It's like it just looks like an open butt. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, right. Yeah.
As
You know
opposed
those
to the
those butts that
closed
usually have like an open butt.
Open butt.
I don't want to make
closed?
anyone feel bad. Like there's like
You mean like the way the flesh folds are? Their butt is just kind of.
their butt is just kind of open.
You're
It's
not
like,
talking about someone like doing a goatsy,
Right,
like
right.
spreading their cheeks.
no.
Okay.
I'm saying like there's just like the sort of butts that just kind of look like always open.
It's a naturally
Like
open
resting,
butt.
Yeah.
open
Yeah.
butt.
A 7-Eleven butt.
Standing still, breeze hits butthole.
Ooh,
Yes,
whoa,
yes.
Whoa. Yeah,
Looks like
yeah.
a turd could just fall out, sort of thing.
Oh boy, that's a lifestyle. That you got to change your whole lifestyle.
Yeah, that's
You
tough.
know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know that there's those open butt people. They exist in the
wow,
world.
now I do. I wasn't thinking about cheeks flapping in the wind
Yeah.
like that too much.
I haven't clocked too many
nice
open butts, but I think I have an
closed
idea of what you
I
mean.
haven't seen
Yeah,
that
I was
many bare
thinking-
butts.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Come
not.
on now.
Mm.
We've seen quite a few. Come
I've
on.
seen some I've seen some butts. I just like the open butt is not a term that's new to me, but I'll
Right.
look out for
You know
it.
what I'm talking about.
I think I know what you're talking about. All right, let's like a wide crack.
the fried chicken, Mitch.
Oh.
We're looking at a new
Wait,
image here.
So do we get? Can we guess? Same thing.
Yeah, you can guess the same
Oh,
thing.
okay. Yeah, fried chicken.
2 guesses for fried chicken.
It's gonna be like cornflakes. Yeah,
It
it's
is fried chicken. Sierra has 2, Mitch has 3, I believe.
The peach pit looks like a brain, doesn't it? Especially in that.
Sure.
You go back a couple. Can we look at? We can look at the
Can we
open
look at
butt
this
again. Look at
open
that.
butt?
It does look like a
brain.
Yeah,
brain,
they it's got those wrinkly things.
It's
Kinda like a
gnarly.
walnut.
Yeah.
What if peaches are conscious? What if they're sentient? What if they have souls?
They're thinking how open their butt is.
Yeah, they're really embarrassed right now.
yeah, they hate this conversation.
All right, we were on fried chicken. Next up, close up of
Ooh.
something.
Oh, I know what it is, Mitch. Raspberry.
Raspberry, yeah.
We had 2 guesses for raspberries, and
See, we've gotten a
we
lot
can
better
see
at
the
the game.
reveal.
Yeah.
You are
Oh.
correct. Although
Pretty.
honestly, the zoomed out is not super illuminating. It also is like not super clear what that is, but that is a
Raspberries got
raspberry.
those little
Artistic.
fucking
Artistic.
whiskers.
Yeah,
fucking
weird.
Yeah, I don't like
nasty.
that. Is that what's on them?
Yeah,
I mean-
fucking gnarly little bug
Yeah, it
legs.
looks like bug antenna.
Yeah.
Take my Gillette Mach 3 to a raspberry next time before I fucking eat that thing. It's nasty.
Damn, you upgraded to the Mach 3?
Yeah, I'm on that Mach 3. You know I am.
Wow, someone's making money.
They got them at Costco. Next up,
Ooh. This
some
is-
sort
I think
of.
red onion.
I'm going to go with, that's a great guess.
Sierra says red onion.
I'm going to go with, this to me looks like a turnip or a beet.
Oh, interesting.
I'm going to go turnip.
Mitch goes turnip. It is a red onion.
it.
Sierra takes
We're
it. It
tied
is
up.
knotted up at 4.
A little sprig of
Good guess.
rosemary in that photo too.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's true. If you
Fancy.
guessed rosemary, would you have won?
I don't think so.
I would have given it to you.
Yeah, I think you could. I think
I would've
you-
given it to you.
I think
Generous.
I think
It
you
would've been
would've had to.
surprised.
Yeah.
All right, next up.
I like a red onion. I like white onion now more though over the years.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, this seems like it
How
has
do
some.
you feel about that, Wags?
What's that?
I said I love red onion, and then I've gone to white onion over the years.
I like red onion.
They're so different.
Yeah, it's all contextual.
Yeah, context. I think. Yeah.
That's a good point.
If I had to pick one onion, I'd pick green onion.
Whoa.
I like green onion.
Interesting.
Okay, so we've got because looks like there's some
This
sort of
is-
curvature here.
This is tricky.
Maybe some condensation
Oh, yeah.
on the exterior.
Yeah. Is
I
it
think this is a-
bottle?
pickle.
Wow.
Sierra says pickle.
Right, we didn't have that
Ooh,
before.
that's interesting because like it tints green towards the bottom.
Right.
I think.
I don't know this one as well. I'm gonna
Brown.
say like cherry tomato.
Now, if this is Sierra said pickle, but if this is Pickle Rick's dick, does she still
Do I
get it?
still get
I
it?
think that's up to you.
Okay,
Okay,
I'll probably give it to her. Let's see what the reveal
actually
is.
am kind of hot
A
dog.
hot dog! Wow.
It's
I mean, I
pickle
should have said
shaped.
Pickle Rick Dick.
Yeah.
That would have been,
would've been closer, yeah.
God damn it.
Wow.
It's kind of like a meat
Interesting.
pickle.
It's yeah.
It is a meat
It
pickle.
is a meat pickle. It is on some surface that's reflecting kind of green.
That's so
Yeah.
strange. Just a hot dog in a void.
Yeah.
It's a single sausage. It's not even on a bun.
No,
It's just against like a blue sky background.
This is like if you
Yeah.
and I break into the Matrix, this is what we'd see. Just fucking a dog in a void.
Doughboys
And
arrival.
it's got like spritz on it, like it's slightly condensation.
Yes, yeah. It's like it's been sweating a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, that one was tricky. Next up.
It's like Wags and I under these lights. This is another tricky one. They've gotten hard.
We have a close up.
Oh,
This is
I know,
What is
Mitch,
this?
chili pepper.
Yeah, I was
says
gonna
chili
say
pepper.
red pepper. Chili pepper.
red pepper, chili pepper. Let's see what the answer is. It's
No,
a raisin.
it's a
You're
fucking
both wrong.
raisin.
It was
It's
a little too
fucking
wrinkly. It was
raisin.
too
It
wrinkly.
was
God
too.
damn it.
It was too wrinkly.
Yeah.
But it could have been like dried pepper. Like I understand that.
Yeah, it would have been a pretty intensely wrinkled dried pepper.
Yeah.
All right, next
That's
up.
hold on a second.
It's a
Can I also
raisin,
just
not a
say
raisin.
that's a fucking nasty ass raisin.
No, that's
That looks like shit.
You don't want to get too close to a raisin.
I mean,
is the
it's like
thing.
raisins are usually I feel like darker hue.
Oh, it's a lighter.
This is more of a golden raisin.
a-
Yeah, this
Backlit.
is this is a
What's wrong with a
bullshit.
golden raisin?
This is a bullshit one. You know it's bullshit.
sort of. I think
Don't
it's also.
defend it.
It's got
It's
like
Amelia's fault.
This is a reasonable
a
one.
spotlight
This is-
on it.
yeah,
It's got backlit raisin.
Go back to the zoomed in photo. You could have gotten this.
Oh, shut up.
You could have
The
gotten this as a
colors.
raisin.
The color is
You couldn't have
alarmingly
gotten it.
orange.
I could not have gotten it, but someone could have gotten it. This is a fair question. All right, let's go.
Do you know
let's-
the answers?
I do know the
You know,
answers.
of course you do.
Yeah. All right, next up.
You love fucking.
Wait, someone's got to drive this fucking thing. You want to do it?
No. I'm having fun.
If it's not a Nissan Altima, he's not driving.
So this is like mac and cheese or like penne, like
right off,
yeah,
or like a cheesy pasta. Stew,
yeah, a cheesy
ravioli.
pasta. Can we guess cheesy pasta? Should we just do it together?
Cheesy pasta.
Yeah, cheesy pasta.
Yeah, it's that
We both want
not
a
too
point.
generic.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give it to you. It doesn't matter since you both guessed the
Oh,
same thing.
God.
It is specifically fettuccine Alfredo.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah. I mean that's
interesting.
that's a cheesy pasta.
Yeah,
Come on.
it qualifies.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
yeah.
This is that is for sure Rumblies for me. That is anytime I'm doing fettuccine Alfredo.
Let me tell you,
I'm
I
paying
want to
for
fork
it.
that thing right into my mouth. It looks good as hell.
Yeah. I'm sleeping for like 2 days though.
By the way, I chugged that
That
whole
sounds good,
whole
too.
glass of water like an hour ago, and I was like, why do I pee so bad?
What happened?
It's fun being fucking
Yeah.
stupid sometimes.
See, this is why. I mean, Casey was right. No water-based lunches
It's
and
true.
water.
Yeah, right. That plus the ramen. All right, I think we have one more. Actually, this last one is actually a tiebreaker. So this will determine it if you go different directions.
Oh man,
We're close up on something. This I will just say this looks pretty nasty for our audio listeners.
This looks like the
I think
inside of
I
an
know what it
ear.
is. I think it's a walnut.
Sierra guesses walnut.
Yeah, you know what? You got it first, and I think that you might be right. But for the sake of it, I should guess something different. And I guess you're right. You're 100% right. I'm gonna just say mushroom to end the game.
Let's zoom out. It is a walnut.
Yeah.
Sierra wins.
All right.
Um,
Well, he threw the match at the end there, but but I appreciate it.
I should have just said walnut. We could have won together. I don't know
Yeah.
why
Oh,
I did.
yeah.
But you know
Well,
what? I made my
no,
choice.
I wouldn't have liked that. I think.
Tie goes
I
to the guest
prefer
either
that.
way. So congratulations, Sierra. You win outright for Slop Quiz Extreme Close-Up Edition. Just like a
That
restaurant.
was good. You know what? I wonder. I've never thought about that before because it was fun visually. But is that bullshit for our listeners?
It might be. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think we tried. We
Watch
tried
on
to do.
YouTube. The visuals will be there.
Yeah, people can check out our
Yeah.
YouTube
we talk
channel.
about it too.
Right.
I think we try to paint with words for people who are just listening on their commutes or at
and
the
it's
gym
like
or what
that
have
looks
you.
like shit. is
Yeah.
kind of what it is.
Yeah, perfect. Look at that. That's not a raisin.
That looks like Raphael's dick.
yeah. Whose penis is this one?
Who had the biggest hog of the turtles?
Donatello.
Because of
That was
it's like the bow staff.
Yeah, bow staff. Come on.
The smart
He's also like the nerd.
The
That's
nerd has the big hog. Oh, you
Come on,
wish. Fucking that's bullshit.
What do you?
You wish.
Michelangelo, the party dude, has the big hog.
No, he's projecting. He's
overcompensating.
overcompensating. Yeah.
No, we're not. No, he's not. All right, yeah, maybe Donatello. You know what? Raph probably has the big one.
Raph might have a
Raph has the
hugie.
big one, yeah.
You know, the only person who knows, Splinter.
From when they were babies.
It's one for you remember?
Yeah.
He was changing their little diapers.
Oh, that's nice.
No, who else knows? Krang knows.
Well, yeah, I mean, Krang's a sick fuck. Just like a restaurant with all your feedback, let's open up the feedback. Today's email is from Cody H. Cody writes, "What up, Doughboys? In your episode on Oakberry with Ataya Valkyrie and Johnny TV, Valkyrie edited you both on Calgary Stampede, the flagship summer festival for my hometown. Each year, the Midway has tons of odd, delicious, and even out-of-this-world food ideas that gain much talk in our city. The new food for this year was just released very recently, Calgary Stampede Midway Food, July 5th through 14th, featuring plenty of interesting choices and pickles, lots of pickles for some reason. I want to know which items have your attention. Good or bad reactions are both welcome." Sarah, have you been north of the border much?
No, not really.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've certainly never been to Calgary. Mitch, you ever been to Calgary?
Where is it?
Canada.
Well, I know it's in Canada. Where in Canada is it? I've never been.
Is it Edmonton? Where I don't know which province it is.
The answer is I have not been.
Edmonton is a city in Alberta. I don't. Calgary might just be a province.
These look insane, by
You
the
got
way.
like full crabs
Calgary's
hanging
a
out of
city in
the thing.
Alberta.
Calgary is a city in Alberta. Okay, got it. So I was kind of close by saying it was in Edmonton, although I was completely wrong because Edmonton is another city in Alberta. I'm the smart one here.
I wouldn't know. Like, is that all
You're the smart one here of
Bondigas?
what? What does that mean? You're sitting next to someone who went to Harvard. You're not
But no,
smarter
I'm
than
not.
them, you
I meant
fucking
of the
idiot.
Doughboys.
Who cares?
I was just saying I don't know shit. Cowboyaki, little teriyaki donuts, Korean waffle are some of the ones that are up here. Cowboyaki, crispy on the outside and tender on the inside, brushed with teriyaki sauce and salad dressing. Full with meat floss, seaweed strips, and big chunks of octopus, pickled ginger, and cabbage.
I'm not that interested in that, but maybe. I mean, like all these have to be probably pretty good, right? What are the little teriyaki donuts? Because those just look like they don't.
They are freshly made donuts, lovingly drizzled with a secret teriyaki sauce. So they've kind of probably got like a I think that those actually could be good.
Honestly, I like that over the cowboyaki.
Yeah, the cowboyaki. The thing is, I don't eat cephalopods, so I probably just would not eat that one.
Sure.
I guess it's probably like supposed to be kind of a take on a is it takoyaki, whatever that dish is.
Oh yeah, octopus fried.
The phrase meat floss kind of gets me.
That is a little gross.
Full with meat floss.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Korean waffle is strange because it's a smash patty. Oh, that could be good.
This
waffle,
is basically a burger on a waffle.
Yeah,
like I think that could absolutely work.
And it has. We talked about Korean barbecue. Yeah, that's okay. We were talking about with Korean food wise. We went to a Korean food restaurant, and sometimes the savory times sweet combo can be a little tough for me. That's not my favorite thing.
Sure. Yeah.
So I wonder with the Korean waffle if you would get that at all. But some of these ones down below.
Let's scroll a little bit more. We got
crazy,
a lobster
but
bao.
I think that these are like a lobster bao. Of course, I'd eat.
Yeah, golden spider bao. I mean, is that a soft shell crab? That seems fun. Baller bao. We got scrolling down a little bit. We got a meatball mac and cheese, pulled pork
100%.
mac and cheese, and a giant matzo stick on a stick.
Yeah,
I would totally do that.
The three right there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad because it's like the most boring Americanized food.
Yeah,
but like, I would eat all those things and love them.
I always love that we reviewed hot dog on the stick on the podcast previously, but they have the cheese on a stick.
Yeah,
which I always like because it's just either like I think it's just Jack or American they got there, but just like a big semi-melted thing of cheese that's deep fried. It's so disgusting, but it's delicious.
All right, yeah, I'm reading the description on all these.
So is this this has got to be like a kind of akin to a county fair sort of thing to some degree? Like it's a rodeo, but it's also
like it had that signage.
Yeah, it's like fair adjacent. Do you ever go to a fair?
Oh yeah, I've been to the OC Fair at San Diego Fair out here.
Yeah. What do you like to do at a fair?
I'll do some of the little games. I'm not trying to go on the rides, honestly,
Sure.
but yeah, I'll eat some deep fried things, get a funnel cake, go to the throw some darts at some things, try to win some stuffed animals.
Yeah.
Never do.
I love funnel cake.
Our like we have like more of a Bradley Cooper relationship with fairs. The like we're biting chickens' heads off basically.
Oh yes, right, like geeks. Yeah.
What is that movie called?
We're more of a Nightmare Alley sort of.
Nightmare Alley.
Fair
That's what
goer,
it
yeah.
Got it. Perfect.
All right, so this next crew, yes, sour candy soft serve. That looks great. I mean, it looks weird.
Watermelon burger. Okay, so
I mean, I'm gonna do it. Come
a
on.
watermelon sesame bun. There's like they're literally slices of watermelon with a is there an actual burger on there? I don't know if there is. No, so it's just
it
like
says also available vegetarian, which makes me think
maybe
there
there
is
is.
a burger.
It's that's
feta,
weird.
Yeah,
it's got
but
feta on there.
Served with feta, spinach, fresh mint, and drizzled with what is it? Balsamic reduction.
So they're just kind of pure northing that over the top of it. And they got a Chilean style hot dog over there.
Great.
That one looks awesome. I've never had a Chilean style hot dog.
Me neither, but it looks fucking great.
Aioli. Ooh.
There was a truck that was near us for a bit. I don't know where it is now, but it was they did Venezuelan style hot dogs, which I'd never had, and they have like potato sticks on them, but it was good as hell.
This stuff is like all interesting, but like besides the first row and all of it, I would happily eat. Takis mini donuts.
Takis mini donuts, yeah, why not?
What is that though?
It's made with it's got Takis and a sauce.
Oh, like the
so
Takis
like little,
chips?
Yeah, like the chips, yeah. And then we've got and this is from Avatara Pizza. Wow.
Avatar. So, hey, we wonder if they had water in the Avatar world. It sounds like they have a pizza place.
Sounds like they do. And they've got fire-roasted gator pepperoni pizza. This is made with gator meat?
Now, that's something you can have down on the bayou.
It's alligator pepperoni.
So I would have this because I don't eat pork. So I actually haven't had pepperoni because pepperoni is usually made with a beef and pork combination. So like, the idea of having a reptilian version of it, I'd totally do that.
Are you gonna never eat pork again?
I don't know. I think it's good to I go through phases of like not eating things and then reintroducing them in my diet. I don't know. Some stuff I don't ever really have a craving anymore.
Is it the Ice Cube thing? Because you never eat a pig because a pig is a cop? Is it that sort of thing or no?
Well, I didn't think about it that way. But yeah.
Oh, wow. All right.
No, it's done. It's the same reason I don't eat cephalopods, octopus, and squids. It was just like reading more about like brain function of animals and shit. Just like they're
intelligent.
I just felt I didn't enjoy it, you know. Oh, we got some more desserts here. We got a bacon lovers churro sundae. Now that to me feels like it's past its like we've just done so much bacon dessert at this point. Maybe it's a novelty in Calgary, but I feel like it's played out.
I like the next one, the Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster churro sundae looks good.
Dulce de leche.
Me want cookie, me eat cookie. And they get a dulce de leche cookies. Yeah, the Cookie Monster churro sundae has like it's like white with a bunch of like, it's like a vanilla base with a bunch of like actual chocolate chip cookies. It looks like there's churros put in there. And then like cookie dough bites, as well as kind of a blue sauce all throughout.
Mm-hmm.
Mitch, it looks like the Cookie Monster freaking nutted in that thing.
Do you know what's so bad is that?
Because cum is the same color as fur.
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 That's how it works.
Animal.
You know what's so sad is that Ice Cube didn't say that. It was House of Pain. Way dorkier. Fits me, though. From Jump Around. It wasn't even...
I heard House of Pain isn't from Boston.
They're not.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
They're either from New York or from California.
I think they might be from California.
They might be from California.
But they're always wearing like Celtic shit and like shamrocks and stuff. What the fuck are they doing?
And he's Whitey Ford.
Yeah.
They really might know what it's like. That guy, remember him?
Yeah.
He's that guy.
I remember the guy.
He sang the blues.
Yeah.
Biscoff cookie mini donuts.
Cookies, mini donuts, Oreo cookie mini donuts, and lemon meringue mini donuts. I said Bischoff because I was thinking of Eric Bischoff. It's Biscoff.
Biscoff.
Yeah.
Biscoff.
Those all look great. And then ube, we were talking about the last. I mean, snow cream looks great.
Yeah, I'm pro ube. I think a big part of it is I just like the color. I think the color is fun. It's like a distinct
I'm like
flavor.
so on it, but I would eat both of those, of course.
I do love ube.
Yeah,
but I'm like I'm
Gorgeous.
less excited about the two ube ones.
Yeah,
I think it could be good in that sort of cream frosting setting. Maybe it's too much in the coconut little donuts, and the donuts are made of ube. It's
right. Bit of a hat on a
ube.
hat.
Yeah.
That snow cream looks a lot like what they make in New Orleans. It has the condensed milk on it. Are they called snowballs, I believe?
Oh, it looks like it's from down in the bayou.
They had those gator pepperoni on
yeah. Bayou influence with a gator ravioli. Gator ravioli.
Don't go up to Canada.
They turn you into pepperoni. That's what they
That's
do.
the alligators warning each other. Oh.
They listen to that maple leaf rag, and then they turn you into a pepperoni.
Is it from Canada, the maple leaf rag?
I don't think so.
I liked that. I actually am sad that you said the answer.
I shouldn't have asked.
Stroop waffle.
Stroop waffle,
Ooh.
pineapple, orange chocolate watermelon.
Yeah, all this looks good.
Watermelon.
Cheeseburger ice cream.
You read correctly. This no-meat, vanilla-infused BBQ flavored ice cream is served in a waffle cone dunked in hot cheese and sprinkled with sesame seeds, garnished with an onion ring and a pickle. Yahoo! That's fucking disgusting.
I don't know about
That's
that.
I would
a
try it
gimmick.
I would try it out of curiosity.
That's all of their sales are like people
Yeah.
being like, that looks
Yeah.
disgusting. I got to try that thing,
Right.
and then taking 2 bites and throwing it in the trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And churro fries,
yes.
that's a no-brainer. Yeah, I'd eat that.
Is there more to the menu? We got to stop. At some
Jesus
point.
Christ, there's so much. Wait,
Poutine.
scroll down a bit and see how much there is, because we can't do all of this. Jesus
Oh, no.
Christ.
Had a little spice.
It just keeps on going.
Salsa
It
fries.
doesn't stop.
Let's
Oh,
just do a
that's
quick
it.
run
There
of
we
them. Hold
go.
on. Chamoy lemonade, real mango. Yeah, we do all these.
Yeah, we do all
Those
these
look good.
lemonades. Yeah, of course.
Bubble tea.
Ferrero
whipped
Rocher
cream.
bubble tea.
Yeah, we
Okay.
do all those. We
Yeah,
do
why
all
not?
those.
Whipped
Yeah.
lemonade, sure.
Jack, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, this is a
yeah,
good chicken
yeah.
bao. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
nothing wrong there.
Yeah,
Hot
yeah.
chicks, salsa fries. Yeah, why not? I'd eat all this shit.
Wait,
Cowboy candy, colossal.
Whoa.
Wait, cowboy candy. Those are those balls?
I thought cowboy candy was like
Simply put.
No, it's not. This I'm thinking of Rocky
Sweet
Mountain
and
oysters.
Yeah.
Sweet and spicy
The
The
candy.
deep fried
Yeah.
jalapenos. Yeah,
Is
Okay,
that
Rocky might-
cowboy
no.
candy?
Oh, that might be it.
that's what I'm thinking of.
We
Oh,
do
but
all
here you
this.
go.
Fish
What is
pakora?
cowboy
Oh, yeah.
candy? Simply put, it's sweet and spicy candied jalapenos.
That is what. Okay, yeah, I was wrong.
But I
Cowboy
also heard-
Twinkies,
Tachana.
Dynamite Lumpia,
Ooh.
We
hot
do all
dog corn
these.
dogs, cowboy breakfast cornbread donut bowl.
Emma, we just actually forward me this website. I just want to look at this stuff. A lot of corn stuff. Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
all of this
corn
stuff
ice
looks
cream.
good. There's like probably in total like 5 things that I wouldn't want to eat.
Yeah.
Maybe 6.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not crazy about fried pickles. I'll have them. I love pickles, but just something about, I think, the combination of, I think just a hot pickle I don't love.
Mac and cheese, popcorn, chicken poutine sounds pretty
I
dang.
like a fried pickle. Yeah, that does sound good.
These all sound good.
Fried.
Yeah, I guess our answer, Cody H, is that we'd eat all this
Yes.
shit. Yeah, so yes, that's our
Also,
answer.
what are you thinking? Of course, we eat everything. Yeah, we eat all the bullshit in the world. Of course, we're gonna love the fair. We like the fair stuff, Wags.
Yeah, I'm down.
We're
I'm
not
down for
gonna
all
go
that.
to.
I'm not
it.
going.
We're not going.
Although what's fun about this one is I think it's a rodeo, and I'd be interested in like going to a rodeo. Have
Oh.
Y'all ever been to a rodeo?
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm.
Gotta go to my first rodeo.
Yeah. If you have a question or comment about the world of chain restaurants, you can email us at feedback@birdfuck.com or leave us a voicemail at 830-GOTO. That's 830-463-6844. And to get the Doughboys Double, our weekly bonus episode, plus our entire pre-2018 back catalog, subscribe at patreon.com/Doughboys. Our producer's Emma Erdbrink. Our associate producer is Amelia Marino. Our engineer is Casey Donahue. And our video editor is Mike Dorfman. Our guest, Sierra Katow. The special is Funt. Tell everyone about it. I think it will be streaming either shortly after or shortly before this episode releases at July 1st, correct?
Yes. Yeah, my special is called Funt, F-U-N-T. You can look for it right now. It will be streaming on Amazon Prime, I believe, July 1st. And my first hour debut comedy special. So lots of fun. Please watch.
Congrats. People should
Thank
check
you.
that out.
Thank you.
So fun to have
Yeah.
you back on the podcast.
Yes.
Oh, thanks for having me. What a blast.
Anything else you want to plug?
I guess, follow me on Instagram. My name is Sierra Katow, spelled Sierrakatow. And I also have a podcast with Ify Wadiwe and Mike Cabalon where we talk about, we do a Top Chef fantasy league. When we watch Top Chef, we do a fantasy league, but we're also going to potentially continue it year round, watch some other shows. I think that's mostly it. But yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for coming back. I forgot to mention, I got the little soup slurp stains on my shirt from the ramen.
I didn't really
I
notice
just
it until
washed
you
the
pointed
shirt.
it out.
Yeah, the little slurp stains.
I think my slurp stain got a Tide penned out. Thank you, Emma, for being on standby with this Tide pen.
By the way, I've never been to a rodeo, but I've sucked off a rodeo, as you know.
So yeah, in some ways you have.
So I kind of have been to a rodeo.
Nice.
Rodeos came to me, I guess, is the answer.
Jesus.
Ooh, yeah. Wow. Not everyone can say that.
And hey, that'll do it for this episode of Doughboys. Until next time for the Spoon Man, Mike Mitchell, I'm Nick Weiger. Happy eating!
See ya.
Hey, buddy, want Doughboys merch? We're talking hats, shirts, sweatshirts, patches, glasses, all sorts of stuff. Aprons. It's all available at kinshipgoods.com/doughboys. That's kinshipgoods.com/doughboys. Sources for the intro are in the episode description.
That was a Headgum podcast.